Straight Riffin is filmed in front of a live internet audience.
I am riffing. Mitch is riffing. What more can I say? Straight riffing.
Do you know how fucking desperate I am for some comfort in my life? I need that pillow.
This show is intended for mature audiences only.
I've seen a lot of dicks.
I don't know how much more disgusting this experience could get.
Are you really not having a good time?
I'm having a fantastic time. I just can't believe how disgusting you
I
are.
kept yelling, I'm not gonna whip my dick out. We talked about that. I'm not gonna do that.
Featuring your host, Mitch Marzoni.
I don't walk around going like, hey, I'm really weird. Look at me, I'm weird. As far as I'm concerned, I'm perfectly normal. It's a litmus test for freaky.
And Teddy Tutson.
I'm a hate mercenary. Yeah.
All right. Hate mercenary.
Hater for hire. Hater for hire. I should put on good disguise.
There are two victimless crimes, all right? One, jerking off when your window's open. Two, necrophilia.
I'm confessing to a large-scale crime.
Okay, all right.
now.
Legs akimbo, engaged in sexual discourse.
Come on, man. What kind of guest are you?
It's archived for posterity.
Great internet.
So it'll come back to haunt you every day.
Yikes.
It's time to riff.
Oh, that is right, bitches and motherfuckers. It is July 16th, 2012, episode 69, baby. I am your host, Reverend Mitch. With me, as always, is the difficult Brown, the hater for hire, Mr. Teddy, TMI Tutson. How the fuck are you, sir?
Oh, man. Mitch standing strong, feeling good on that cavalry shit, son. Charging real hard on horseback right now and trying to get my Kubla Khan on. You know what I'm saying, son? Word is bond, know what I mean?
I got about 3 words of that. All right. And our special guest this evening, Mr. Tom Young.
What's up, Internet? I feel honored that I'm episode 69.
Yeah.
Should.
see?
This is a
Special moment.
A very prized position in the Straight Riffin archives. Mitch has expected and anticipated episode 69 for about a month now.
Yeah.
We're sitting here.
You know what's interesting is while I can never say or hear 69 without giggling, like in my head at least.
That's
If
because
not-
you never got past middle school.
I mean, that's fair. But
No, I like that we're joking about how it's episode 69 and the suggestive nature of that. And meanwhile, my mom just texted me, "I see you."
well,
There it is.
Um,
Shout out to Mama Young.
There you go.
episode 69 is for you.
Big ups to
Easy.
where's she from? Where's she watching
Maryland.
from? Big ups to Maryland.
What up,
Then
Terrapins?
I did. Here's the thing, though.
Fucking
Back to 69. I found that, like, when you're young, you talk
You're not
about
gonna
it
escape,
and
Tom.
so on and so forth. You talk about it, you know what I mean? Or you maybe even try it. I feel like right around like the mid-20s, everybody just kind of everybody was like, me, I still like I like a good 69, but
It's a lot
I
of
feel like a
work.
lot of people don't do it.
Is it really that much work? Is it?
Me, I can't just sit back and let
Is it what
shit happen to me.
concentration?
I feel weird.
Is that the work?
I'm just.
Is it the
lazy.
mutual stimulation that's too much work for you?
Yeah, maybe.
I get that. I hear that from chicks. I've heard that from chicks before. They're
you
like,
know
I
what-
can't focus while you're doing that, and I'm like, hee hee. It's like that's.
Like, that was the plan, baby. All up in it.
He's like, Mitch is like, I'm in your head now.
Yeah, yeah.
I got into your head through your vagina.
Yeah,
There
that's
is
right.
no escape.
Yeah, that's how I roll. It's the same kind of thing as like,
That is Mitch's catchphrase,
a,
by the way.
a girl's on the phone with like a mom, and you go down on her, and you be like, see if you can finish that conversation, and you know what I'm saying? Same kind
Play
of
that game.
thing.
You play that game a lot.
Break that
I
concentration.
think every
Yeah.
guy played that game in high school. Come on.
Listen, I play that game today. Some games never go out of style. That's one of them.
Boggle.
Monopoly.
Jenga, sure.
And
Okay.
then try to make this phone call while I go down on you.
Yeah,
It's a solid top.
break.
It's right there
break
with
your
script
Break your
Both.
concentration. Excuse me.
It's really just
Whatever activity.
Conversation with a mom is also I mean that's the
That's the pinnacle.
coup d'état.
No.
You're just sitting there saying,
That's when you kick over the phone
bra.
call. I'm taking over your daughter.
you
Coup d'état on the pussy.
You say, try to speak to your mother. I'm going to make this as awkward as possible.
Is that your new boyfriend that just yelled out something about your vagina?
Is that
I don't
a
think I like
hostile
him.
revolutionary takeover of
You
your
gonna
private
put that on the board?
I'm
Going coup
going-
d'état on your pussy.
I was going to do that. Once I
Let's
settled
see if
back
Teddy spells coup d'état correctly.
down. Bitch, don't you
What's the
dare.
over under on this? It's not that you're not educated. I just wonder.
Okay, coup day. I don't.
Is there? It's a. There's this in there.
All right, all right, yeah,
Is
yeah.
that a day and then a
You're
time?
close, very close.
Wait,
Don't worry
this-
about the accent marks. I'm not worried about accent
That's
marks.
it, right?
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
That's not accent. That's
COUPD
punctuation.
apostrophe ETAT. Well, the accent mark, I believe, is over the C. It's that weird aglav.
That's what I'm saying. It's not even. It's not
That's
even.
right,
an accent
Ripopolis.
mark,
They
but
challenged
it's
my
just,
French, and I came through. Shock me blue. Shout out to the Bonapartistes.
All right.
Let's get some Frenchies to call in because I don't think that's. Let me get my grandmother on the phone. She could correct that for you.
Well, that's all right. Look, accent marks, they're just silly. Let's do it with that.
Is that? Do you have beef with the entire Spanish?
I mean, they're kind of...
It's like
languages?
90% of the
Spanish,
languages
German,
in the rest of the world
French.
are retarded.
Yeah, English is very unique. We don't have really accent marks. or
No, we
anything. So
don't.
what is your big beef with the
That's
accent
what
mark?
because what's the point, really?
The emphasis, son. The emphasis of the syllables.
You say accent marks are retarded, and
I mean,
everybody else is like,
and
you
now
know,
we're
English
pissed.
has so many retarded rules.
English is the worst.
Let-
To be
listen.
fair, our language is not the language that you could read a word. How many embarrassing times you like? I don't know. Myself being nerdy, and Teddy, you've probably had this social awkwardness before, where you've only seen a word written down, but you've never heard it said, and
Oh,
you've never
yeah.
said it,
Yeah.
and you're
Yeah.
like. Listen,
Tough
you're
right
speaking a lot of hyperbole right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're
Well, no,
like,
people-
I'm sorry,
I think
do
you know
what?
what? You know what one that was for me was antithesis. And now it all like for a
Antithesis,
while. I was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what the antithesis is right now? And I'd be like, hey, you need the first time someone said that, I was like, damn, where the fuck have you been the last 6 years?
Yeah,
I just think it's great that people are like, oh, you know, foreigners in this country ought to learn English, but it's like, it's motherfucking hard language.
we don't have
Fuck
any
you.
rules. There's
It's-
really no rules.
You learn English as a
English
second
is
language,
like the
motherfucker.
It's like the Calvin ball of languages almost. Where every time you think you have a grasp on English, you just fucking some new quirky shit pops up, and you're just like, I don't understand why there's no consistency.
I was talking about this with somebody today. As I remember when I was younger, it was A-E-I-O-U, and then by the time I got to 6th grade, somebody went and sometimes why.
Yeah.
And I was like, "What's this bullshit?" And sometimes why.
Do we even know?
And it's because probably some teacher was like, "All words need a vowel. There are 5 vowels." And somebody was like, "Wait a minute, what about the word my?" And they were like, "Sometimes y is a vowel too. Let's move on." Like, wait a minute.
The teacher's like, shut the fuck up, you're ruining my flow here.
Yeah, like the only actual rule of English that ever worked was every word needs a vowel. And even that is like, well, sometimes if we call Y a vowel then, and Y is only a vowel because of that rule.
Is that why that is? Because I never even
No,
understood.
because here's the problem.
Because when I got my alphabet soup and I was looking for the vowels, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is it? What Y?
I mean, I don't know if like a
What-
Wheel of Fortune, if buying a Y is a
I don't
I
need
think
to.
that's a
What's
consonant.
worse is this I before E bullshit.
It also is not true.
I
They said
never-
except
I
after
before
C,
E,
and I'm
except
like,
after C, but that shit fell apart.
No,
really
that-
that,
yeah.
that's
I feel
that's
like-
whatever the goddamn
unless we're
person
also
felt
talking
like.
about there, which
you could like go.
which is not after C.
I can't talk shit though because I fuck up homonyms all the time.
Homonyms are tricky.
Like,
I'm with you there.
If
There, there,
I'm
there.
typing fast in a conversation and then the person will be like, "Why did you write THERE when you meant EIR?"
Right,
I'm
right,
like,
right.
I'm trying to type fast. What the fuck is your problem?
Fair. That's fair.
It's I feel like that rule though, like I before E except after C, like back when English was still
Unless
like
it's
popping
there.
off. Right, like except when English was like still kind of popping off. That can
Back
like
air.
shit. Yeah.
Air is another one.
And this, do you
Air,
fe-
air.
It feels like a retroactive prank.
In
where
fact, I
someone's
can't
just
think of a lot of
taunting
words
you.
with air. It's I before E. No, I guess there's like anything that's pluralized. That's where you do it. It should just be I before
Pier.
E if you're pluralizing things.
Pier, P-I-E-R.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, see, there's no fucking rule.
That's what I
Every
said.
rule has no.
Fuck rules. That's the English
But then
language
there's
every day.
pure P-E-E-R.
And everything's just all
Yeah,
fucked up. We
yeah.
just pulled a
And then there's
homonym and
pair.
a fucking rule
Yeah.
change into this
Which
one
should be
example.
pronounced peer because it's
Let's
P-E-A-R.
let's get Scrabble out and figure this shit out right now.
Let's revisit that old Gallagher bit.
we-
P-E-A-R peer? No, P-E-E-R peer. P-I-E-R.
was that before or after he smashed the watermelon?
Before. Everything was before.
Okay.
I guess you never watched the Gallagher show.
I mean, occasionally.
Let me explain it to you. It starts off with, hey, how are you? Let me talk about your city. Hey, check out all these weird toys I got out here. We'll get to those later. Now I want to talk about some silly stuff. Blah, 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 blah. Here's some toys. Here's a giant trampoline. All right, now let's smash some fruit. Bam.
That's it. That was the Gallagher
Yeah.
template.
That
And also,
was
by the
pretty much
way,
it.
I don't agree with black people's language. That's what he said. Like,
Yeah.
that's what he said on
By the
Opie
way,
Anthony. That was
what
like 20 years later. But that was post Watermelon
Right,
Smash. He's
right.
like,
You see, that was after the sledgehammer retired.
Yeah.
You understand? And the suspenders.
now that I've put the sledgehammer down, I don't like immigrants.
Although I have to say, the suspenders with there's a lot of hipsters here in Hollywood making those come back.
Suspenders.
Sorry, that was also the first time I've ever done a Gallagher impression. I feel pretty good about
Solid.
it.
That was a really solid Gallagher.
And you
Take a
didn't
look.
have
Osama
any
bin
suspenders to
Laden.
snap.
I literally was like sitting there going, I just want to keep this voice alive for another minute.
That was a
Just
solid
see what's
Gallagher.
going on.
You can see your face get into
Get
it.
the
by the way.
striped
I know,
shirt on.
I was feeling it. You ever just do that where you just like do a voice and you're like, all right, this is working for me. You just want to keep it going.
I did that once. One day we were like decorating a fraternity house, and I just did this like it was like a Clayton Bigsby type voice,
Right.
And I just did it for like 3 hours while people were decorating, and just kept making them feel very uncomfortable. And I was like, I don't want this old white Southern black Negro person who came up inside of me to go away. I'm channeling the fucking Mississippi Delta all the way
Like,
through. You understand?
I got my ancestors in
right.
me right
I'm
now. We're
riding
gonna
this
keep this
fucking.
shit going.
I'm riding Amistad all
You
the
still
way.
got him in there?
Yeah. Yeah.
He figured he had
His
his.
yin yang twins. His yin yang
Just,
twins. Sir, excuse me, sir. If you could put the drapes up a little bit to your left and maybe stop with all the slacking, you coon.
It's good. It's good. I discovered the other day. Ever watch Bob's Burgers? Anybody? Bob's #1 customer.
Yeah.
I could do that voice.
Oh yeah.
All right. Hey, Bob. hey, Bob. There's good burgers here, Bob. Focus on the burgers. Don't make tacos.
Dude, the only
there you go.
voice I can slightly do is a Peter Griffin.
Okay.
And then I doing a show with TK. I saw Justin Ruppel get up and do it, and I was like, well, fuck me, right? I guess I can't. I guess I'm not doing Peter anymore.
Yeah.
Guess that dream is
It's
done.
No more of that.
I tried to do it on stage, and people were like, "This shit's Bush League."
Yeah.
Justin Ruppel will make anybody feel like that with a
I know, right?
That man is a master of
That
voices.
son of a bitch.
Putting Tommy Young out of work for decades.
I know, right?
That's his
Wait,
new
you-
slogan, actually. It's on his business card.
I was
Right
supposed
under that John Stamos picture of him on the bike. You seen that?
Wait. Teddy was like putting Tom out to work, and I was like, the rest of you motherfuckers are getting paid for any of this shit?
Oh,
Fuck.
shit. You didn't tell him.
God damn it.
Hush. I'm trying to get my job. I'm trying to get that oil. Ow.
I feel like a kid in China making Nikes right now.
Oh man, I wore my Houston Oilers shirt to Houston, and had a man on the plane who just walked by, and he was like the shirt. And they went to tell his kids, he's like, the Houston Oilers are a thing, you understand? And I was like, those kids are about to hear some real sad stories from their dad right now. It's gonna be real. He's gonna buy some mini bottles.
It hadn't occurred to me until just this moment, but I'm sure that a lot of people you run into have reactions to a Houston Oilers shirt. And then I realized that I'm kind of surprised that you weren't falling out of the chair when I had a Houston Oilers story. You were like, wait, you knew what that was?
Wait,
Like that?
no,
Like
yeah,
it
you
triggered something.
Did
in
you
you.
have a story that revolved around a sports team?
No,
I'm
yeah,
amazed.
Hold on,
No, I gotta hear it. I'm amazed.
Did what episode? I thought it was the Richard Bain episode. Was it not? There was an episode where I broke it down for Teddy. I said anything in sports pre like '92, I know a lot about.
It was a Josh Waldron episode, I think.
Maybe it was Waldron
because we started
like
throwing examples at
'92
you
and
to
before.
pin you in.
Like I know a lot more than you might
It's a
think.
real specific
But
window.
but then
Side
like
note-
all of a sudden, just fucking have no idea.
Face it out.
So if it happened after
note here,
'92, I have no idea.
I'll throw this out there. I'm wearing the Man U shirt. I'm a huge soccer fan. I went to a goth club with Mitch the other night.
Okay.
And I told him, I was like, all right, I'm here. I'm having a good time. This, not really my scene, but I'm having fun. And I said, all right, next week you're coming to a soccer bar with me and going to get drunk with a bunch of hooligans.
Oh, I was gonna say you can get your hooligan on, yo.
Well, here's the thing, too. The games over there are at like 7 a.m. our time here
Yeah.
on the West Coast. So I was like, all right, you're gonna
All
come
things on the
you're gonna get
West
drunk with
Coast.
me and a bunch of soccer hooligans at 7 a.m. because I came to the goth club with you and watched people get tied up and whipped and shit.
That's a fair.
That's a
trade-off.
trade-off. Come on.
How much soccer
Look,
exposure
I like
have you
drinking
had,
in the
Mitch?
morning,
How much
and I like
hooliganism?
breakfast foods, and I like pubs.
Do you like hooligans?
But I don't. I mean,
hey, you know.
I've been called a hooligan. I didn't know that was specific to a soccer.
Oh,
thing.
it is.
Oh, there are.
Hooliganism is
Yeah.
very. It goes the ball and then
hooligan runs
hooligan.
deep.
Those are the two things integral to soccer. The goal is actually third. You understand?
All right. Well,
Depends
yeah,
on which league you're
my
watching.
thing is like whenever I'm in a bar and there's a sports thing happening, I'm wildly uncomfortable because I'm just sitting here going like, I don't care
hey, hang on,
what's
hang on,
going
hang on,
on.
hang
And
on.
these people are like fighting with each other about the outcome of stuff.
Mitch.
You ever go to on Hollywood and Vine here? You go to the Irish bar, whatever the fuck, and like a Lakers game will play. And you'll get people in there where it's like most of the people are Lakers, and then there'd be like 5 dudes
Well,
watching
it's
whatever
LA,
team.
so even people who aren't from here are like, yeah, Lakers.
Right, but I'm talking about the hardcore fans are like wearing the jersey and shit like that, and they've got their favorite teammate on the back of the thing, which is, I mean, all part of
Their
this.
favorite teammate.
No, wait a minute.
Favorite player,
Favorite
So
it
they,
makes-
but like, and then
Hey, baby, this is
then
my
you
favorite
got-
teammate right
and then,
here.
And then you got like,
Put me in the game, coach.
5 or 10 people that are in LA and love the other team and always have, and they're wearing their jersey, and you'll see fights, not like fights, but like verbal fights will bust out, and it's so weird to me because I'm just like, how does anyone give a shit about
Dude,
this?
you
It
don't
is
even
amazing.
understand.
You don't even know,
You don't
bitch.
even understand, man.
I know I don't understand.
don't
That's my
even know.
point. I went to.
understand.
Dude, let me tell you
Why
something.
do you
Don't
care?
Dude, I went
gives
to
a shit?
when I was like 10
Yao
years
Ming?
old. I went to a
This group of
soccer
black
game.
dudes beat that group of black dudes. All right.
Don't you understand? That motherfuckers had it coming, son.
Let's not bury the lead. Black men
Dude.
making that money, but like, I don't care.
Yeah, but here's the thing though.
right.
He's sitting there
You
talking
ain't
about
no kind of abolitionist.
he's uncomfortable in the middle of a bunch of sports fans. Something
I
that
thought you said black dudes.
like 90% of the country.
You don't
is-
need to change your positioning. I was
No, he
fixing the
followed
mic.
the mic.
to
Okay,
fix
I'm-
He
you.
was gonna follow.
I was gonna go with it.
No,
anyway,
it's cool.
but like 90% of the country, hardcore sports fans, whatever, in whatever their sport or their
90?
team. 90,
all right.
90. But anyway,
He's including badminton, highlight.
I'm gonna have to check your
rowing.
stats.
Yeah.
All right, that's right. We'll
lacrosse,
check your
lacrosse.
sources after the show. But all right.
But anyway,
Field hockey.
Let's go with 90.
Anyway, though,
10% are babies,
He's talking
so,
about
I
how
mean,
uncomfortable
why
he
do I
is
exist?
at a sports bar amongst a bunch of sports fans,
Yeah.
which is something that like the majority of the country is into.
I think I know where he's going.
I
with
go
this.
to a goth club with him the other night, and he's like, "Hey, our group that we were with. He's like, I'm gonna take you guys up into like the VIP section," and we were like, "Okay." We go upstairs, and we walk in, and we go to the bar and get a drink, and I just look over in a corner. There's some, cute little innocent-looking blonde girl just being like tied up by some creepy-looking dude in his
And hung
40s.
from the ceiling.
Yeah, and hung
Hogtied.
like hogtied. By time we left,
Yeah.
I walked down,
A
like we're
4-point.
going down the stairs next to like where she's hanging, and she's like hogtied, suspended in midair, and I'm just like,
Getting
yeah,
slapped in the face.
This is like some Seven shit going on in here, and Mitch is like, I'm uncomfortable in the middle of sports fans. I was just like, I feel like
nobody's. Well, listen. Let me put it up. First off, it wasn't a VIP area, but like if you look like a ruffian, then
all
I
I
can let
know
you up
is we
there.
got free drinks.
But yeah, so look, I brought him up there, introduced him to all the people that ran the upstairs
Which was
area.
cool. It was
I
cool.
was like, "Would you like to play?" There's if you do, here's this area is for this kind of thing, and this is that thing. And then the guy I introduced him to, who was running the whole thing, bought us all drinks.
Yeah, that was
There was
cool.
lovely music playing, hot women in skimpy clothing, and in some cases, no clothing. And who doesn't like
sometimes
watching a
half
woman
their
get
head would
tied
be
up and
shaved.
slapped? I mean, let's be humans here.
The funny thing is, in I think Teddy will
I
understand.
don't have like
this.
a drunk bloke screaming in my ear about some sports team. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm
no,
just watching
the
a girl
strange
get
thing
tied up
is-
and slapped.
The
It's,
strange thing is,
I'm I'm not following your line of logic here.
there was a very in the
Does
room
not compute.
in the room full of people who enjoyed being tied up and whipped. There was a conspicuous absence of any black people.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that's its own sub
I've
conversation. for
I've
another
only
day.
seen black dominatrixes. I've never seen a black sub.
Exactly.
Every day I'm a submissive. You understand me? If I'm going in where the whip is, I'm taking the motherfucking whip.
Yeah.
Now get on the ground, bitch.
Yeah.
That's my approximation. I've never been there.
Fair.
Well, I'm saying-
That's pretty
the
much
point-
what I was
I get
getting
it.
at.
I get it.
The thing about the sports awkwardness, and I feel like this is I can understand where Mitch comes from, because there's just so much. You're like, why do you fucking care? It's so dumb and it's stupid.
No, I don't think that it's dumb. I mean, I get that it's entertainment. It's fun to watch things happen.
No, but you're like, why do you care? Like, you know, you're like, what is it?
Okay, I guess.
Yes,
All right,
you know,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like it's and you know, the lady is very much so in the same boat in the sense that she is like, I don't like sports. I don't really get that. I don't understand.
Some women are super into
So
sports.
she
That's
she
kinda
was
cool.
she is
He said the lady, not a lady.
Yeah.
This specifically his
Yeah, okay.
a lady,
I get where you're going.
which is his the lady.
right. It's so recognize, motherfucker. So
Word.
she's, you know, over the past year she's gotten more acclimated with sports and all the, you know, dumb boy things
Poor
that come
girl.
with sports and stuff. No, nay, good sir, nay. Because we went down to Houston, all right, and so seeing all my peeps that I hadn't seen in a
Like
while,
Dean
or whatever,
Martin,
you know what I'm
going
saying? You know, just,
down to
you know, from my man.
Houston.
Shout out to Greg Ortiz, Holy Matrimony, Greg and Rachel Ortiz. Yeah,
Yeah, I got nothing either.
Yeah, that's right.
Is Tito Ortiz a sports player, or is he just the
He's
guy
a
who
UFC
fucks
dude.
Jenna Jameson?
He's
Oh,
a
there
UFC
we go.
fighter.
Just
Yeah.
that's okay.
He's-
That's all I know.
Wait. You said he the guy who fucks Jenna Jameson?
Yeah, he's like her.
So he like
Husband.
I think
believe.
he's like
A
her
husband
husband.
is the word.
I
you're
think
looking
he's the
for.
husband.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So he took a number and his number got called finally? Is what you're
So
saying?
he took the
Well,
numbers
now
and he burned
listen,
them.
we don't do a lot of slut shaming on this show.
I'm
just
not
saying-
judging. I
You're
see.
judging.
I think
You're actually judging.
No, I think slut is a
judging.
harsh term. I think the better term would be crowd pleaser.
It's still the shaming.
Still judging. Yeah, there's a lot of judging.
It's a little
Yeah.
bit shaming.
Yeah, there's a lot
Hey,
of it.
Shamey shame.
We digress.
How she made a career out of that shit. How am I shaming her? Like, well done.
Well,
She's
by the things
richer
that you
than
just
I
said,
am.
actually,
it's
the
really-
things that you
it's
just said are
it's
actually
really
the same
just
thing.
yeah.
Nah, well, anyway.
But
okay.
we digress. So my point is, the dumb, like, you know, it's like, you're like, why do people care? And she's just like, I don't understand why, like, dudes can just like yell at each other about sports and then be fine 2 minutes later and buy each other drinks. And
Oh, yeah,
everything's
yeah,
fine.
no, I'm with you there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
like
I
that
like
kind of
that,
thing,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So like she, like, you know, but she finally at Houston, Texas. That's the football team, Houston Texans.
I'm playing a little Houston for you.
Thank you,
There you
thank
go,
you,
man.
yes.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell me about Houston. I'm gonna play my Houston song.
So I roll up in the Remember the Oilers t-shirt, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which leads to a round of conversation about the Houston Texans finally making the playoffs and the third string
Going
quarterback.
down to
TJ Yates getting in. My man Austin Moss was one of the few people in the world that bought a TJ Yates jersey. And so he's just yelling. He's like, only me and TJ's mom own that jersey. And she's like, I get it. I fucking get it now. She's like, I get the fucking jokes and the dumbness between you dudes and the fact that you haven't seen each other in years and years, and this dumb jersey is the thing that you can fucking connect over and the drinks flow forth. But like it finally, like, all those pieces finally made sense with all the dumbass text messages and the Facebook back and forth or whatever. She like saw the large scale fruition of that, like, why do you fucking care? And it's because we can go years and years and years and not know the intricacies of each other's life, but we can make fun of him for being the dude who bought the TJ Yates jersey in our fucking group, and then from there, everything else flows. Does that, you know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. That.
I'm saying, and it's a tough thing to describe to someone. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I've tried, and she's, so like, to see her evolution, it's like a foil to kind of, to Mitch in some ways, where she was turned to me and she's like, I fucking get it now. Like, I get why, like, all these things that I've always thought was just dumb boy stuff.
It's bonding.
Yeah, it's
all it is.
And because you don't really get to talk about your emotions, you
It's
don't get
bonding without feeling gay.
that is, and bonding without feeling gay.
That's
will go
what
on
sports
the
are all
board.
Yeah,
Sports.
I prefer a little gay in my
I
bonding.
prefer to
you
feel
know
a little
what I'm
gay when I
saying?
bond too.
Well, hey, you know, to each his
I
own.
like gay in my bondage as well.
I bet you do,
I
Playboy.
mean, I'm just saying. Yeah,
Go on.
I don't like to discriminate. You know, sexuality is fluid, man. You know what I'm saying?
Twinkle, twinkle, baby.
Fluid. It's fluid. It's fluid. There's a scale. There's not a black and white. Oh shit!
That's God, that's the beer.
You
Hurry
ignored-
up.
Try to get attacked.
You ignored my warning and
You
pushed
wanna-
him all the
you
way to the
wanna-
back, didn't you?
I did it.
You wanna pass me one of those guys?
I think you did, but that's
Cheers,
cool.
brother.
Maybe I did.
Yeah, the bottom row
wait,
don't
these
push
aren't-
back.
these
You
aren't
push the
twist
top
offs,
row
right?
back.
Okay, yeah.
Or the
Did you-
middle.
I'm not gonna
the
lie.
middle shelf, first row.
Mitch,
of Heinekens,
I want to be
don't
on an
push 'em all the way
episode where
back.
you drink a beer tonight.
I didn't actually.
There's
hear
been
you-
a few of those.
I didn't actually hear you warn me. If in fact you did.
That's what I'm saying.
I have. That's all right. It was,
Oh,
it
you
was
didn't
like when
pass.
not like tonight.
Oh, okay, yeah. Tonight I,
I
didn't
want
hear nothing.
I
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
be on that episode just so I can walk away and say I saw Mitch drink a beer.
All right, I
like
mean,
a- like a
I'll-
goddamn
Give me a
man.
Heineken, I guess. I'll drink a Heineken.
Uh-oh.
Oh, here we go.
Rippopolis.
Here we go.
Mitch is going in to
Yeah,
the beer
I
zone.
will. I'll go deep, as it were.
This is
Ah,
it's Trouble Town. It's coming. Taking the light rail downtown.
Oh, I'll wait for you to.
Oh yeah, we go cheers. We go. Oh no, bottle caps.
Now I feel rude.
Wow, Nixon, Rivopolis. There's the
Cilantro.
cheers.
There we go.
I saw the drip on your face.
I would love to see you.
Look at his face. Look at it. Oh my God! It looks like Mitch just was trapped in an elevator where someone farted for 10 seconds nonstop.
Good.
I would.
Tastes like it happened too.
I kind of wish I'd brought canned beers with me because I would love to see Mitch try to shotgun.
Oh
a
yeah,
beer.
no, I don't drink canned beer.
You gotta set some limits, okay?
Yeah, right.
You gonna try to kill him.
Baby steps.
Okay? We gotta
Baby
get-
steps.
gotta get to
Listen,
episode 70.
I can respect a bottle, and thing
Go
is,
all the way back to your
I
childhood.
really
You
do.
can
I
respect
really
the
do
bottle.
wish that I liked beer. I mean, I really have been meaning to get into it for years. And I've already this year broken my record for number of beers had in a year for like probably the last decade.
I'm happy to be contributing to that. by the way.
So this is, I think, my 4th beer this year, which is every year I set out to drink 12, and I haven't ever done that in my life. So so this is the closest I've gotten ever. That's well, not ever. I've drank more beers in a year than 4, but just never 12.
The sad thing is, I've probably drank more beers in a night than you have in an entire year.
That's a
Oh,
very
that's-
fair. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
very
yeah,
accurate.
yeah,
That's easily.
But
better.
like I've lapped you.
You have
To be fair,
if you put decade
You
totals
see,
together.
this giant bottle of vodka will be gone probably by this time next
Oh,
week.
that's fine. This flask of whiskey was filled up this morning. And
This
it's
8
almost
ball.
gone.
gonna be crushed.
Let's get the belts.
This fucking bag of meth that I got is gonna be toast in 20 minutes.
And I'm gonna be awake for 3 weeks, and it's gonna be great.
I'm gonna riff for a fucking fortnight after that.
Fortnite. Good British terminology. I like your style.
Thank you.
You should be a soccer
I'll do
fan.
an
Shit.
episode of Mitch Gets Lit where I just
Can we
do a rail as long as this table and just. All right, so here's the other thing, right?
Can we do world's fastest riffing? Well, that's what that would be.
No, fuck all that, because here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying, right? Right, yeah, I get it. But what I'm saying
I
is,
see what you're saying, but anyway, you gotta listen to me because I have the most important thing to say. And anyway,
I already finished my voice. There you go.
you know what I noticed? I haven't cleaned this apartment in a while. I'll be right back. Give it like 5 minutes. I gotta do a quick spring cleaning.
20 seconds later, the apartment's clean. It looks great.
Yeah. Hold on, let me just steam clean the carpets, man. All right. So how are things? Did we even say how are things?
No, we didn't really get there.
Okay, we
things?
didn't really.
We
Okay.
did the long road.
Well, I didn't even know if I got a chance to. I think I just introduced him. And
Yeah, we went to town.
we
Oh,
went
are
right
you
away
talking about how are
into-
things with me?
Yeah, just in general with
Scenic
the
riff.
peoples.
I've been better.
Tedrick here just got back from Houston.
Home of 2 drop top arenas.
Fucking A.
So that's good.
Mission control.
That's right.
Fucking
Johnson
A.
Space
Ground
Center,
control.
stand up.
Major Tom.
Toyota Center. Yao
Keep trying to
Ming.
fix your mic to fix your situation, but
Oh,
doing what I can.
what kind
Jeremy
of,
Lin in the building.
Wait a minute. You got me all self-conscious now. What situation?
Just scooch
Generic
a little
sports
to your
reference.
left.
To my left.
Yeah, you hear the
Right
difference?
here.
There you go.
All right, I'll give you an oral example. Oral example.
Oh,
Oral.
on
see-
the big
right here we
black
go.
phallic object.
Okay.
So this is like straight on, right? But if I'm even over
That's
here,
unsettling.
see how that's like it
All
sounds.
right. So
This is really distant, and this is like no. Is that
I
distant?
gotcha.
So
am
that's
I
what-
am I on
Yeah, you're good,
target?
you're
Am
good.
okay, I gotta stay here.
yeah. I mean, you can move around. I'm just that's the sound you
Can't
want.
move.
Gotcha.
So if you
gotcha.
move, just kind of be like, yo, I'll just trim this and just do all that kind of.
Gotta act like I'm making sweet love to this
Yeah.
phallic mic right
yeah,
here.
yeah, it's good. I mean, you
something
know,
like that.
sweet love necessarily or whatever.
Hey,
Hey, so I got something for you. Talking about worlds be colliding here, Teddy.
World be collide.
Someone
That sounds
sent me
dangerous.
this Faith No More covering Jay-Z.
Don't tell me they did niggas in Paris.
They fucking did it.
Man, you
Now listen,
a bunch of white
Mike
guys.
Patton is the greatest singer in the history of all time.
Okay, fair.
All right, Faith No More.
Yes.
I
Faith
know
No
that
More
you
is the
are-
greatest
I
band.
know that you
All
are.
right.
big
Wait,
on
wait,
Faith
wait.
No
Are
More.
you saying Faith Noir is the greatest
band of all time
I've
in the
never
history of
heard
time.
of them until tonight.
Okay, well, it's unfortunate that you don't get out more.
I do feel that like it is a testament though. When I remember when like
Now-
I first really realized that niggas in Paris was gonna be a thing. Like I was like, damn, this song's fucking phenomenal. And
Now, to
like
be
the
fair,
next
like-
step is awkward cultural covers of people trying to embrace.
By white guys
hold
taking
on,
the music.
hold the fuck. Let's back this truck up a few
Okay.
feet.
a few years. Like, let's talk about
no,
Elvis Presley.
What I'm saying, Faith No More
said cover, not
specifically.
thievery.
Faith No More has a tendency to throw in like
That's just bitterness.
to throw in like a minute and a half, 2 minutes of covers in between songs here and there. They've been doing this since like '82.
So that's a
That's
trademark.
like what they've been doing.
Okay.
I've heard them cover Sinead O'Connor. I've heard them cover and Mike Patton can sing anything.
Right. He's the greatest singer of all time.
It's amazing, amazing. So I think
Agree
you'll
to
appreciate.
disagree.
I
Okay,
think
let's
he
go.
does. I think he does. They do a pretty good send up here.
So it's a send up, not a cover.
Well, just hear it out. Hear it out.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Come on, huh?
Okay.
I
A couple
mean,
things. Couple things on that. A couple things.
I
on that.
got a couple more things. By the way, he did a project called Peeping Tom, and he used Rozelle on the album for a lot of the beats. And then when he toured with them, Rozelle couldn't make it, so he would bring on a various host of other beatboxers. So, you know, he does everything. He does all the music.
I like the approach and the lyrical cut of the cover there. I like the mix mash of pulling from the difference in the different parts of the song.
Dude can
I
sing.
like the kick up of the rough though with the guitar riff at the end where it got real rough. That shit was real hot.
Yeah.
The first part I was like, it took me a while to warm up to it, but by the end,
fair,
by
that's
the end, I could see where it came from. I could see where the old jam session led to that.
Just telling you, the
I-
motherfucker,
you know what?
they
though?
get down. They
It's
get
good.
down.
It's good.
you know?
It was a good, bro. It was definitely more apropos than Katy Perry's cover.
It was kind
Hold
of.
on. Here's from the very
Much
early,
better.
either late '80s or early '90s. This is them doing Easy. I'll just cut to the part where he belts it.
Easy E.
No, Easy.
Oh.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me skip ahead. I'm waiting until he belts it. Where the hell's the belting part? Where the hell's that?
Starting
Ah.
is interesting.
See? Dude can belt. That's
Mm-hmm.
all I'm saying. But I'm just saying, they've covered shit for like ever.
Tom's not impressed.
I can't believe you.
no.
just-
It
you
was
don't
it was
and
it
Faith
was
No More in
cool,
this
but
house.
all I got left with was meh.
All right, well, I guess you don't have taste. I mean, you know, it's
Oh, I
unfortunate.
don't
Oh,
have
in your face,
taste.
bitch.
Unfortunate.
In your face,
Of
bitch.
all the singers of all of history, you're like, this guy is the greatest.
Mike Patton, yes, hands
I-
down, hands down.
Mitchell Stab, motherfucker.
Yes.
I disagree.
You can disagree. All I can tell you is that
You're wrong.
You will. No, I'm just saying. Of all the
That's pretty much what he's getting
of all the genres that they've not
Of
just
all- of
covered. I'm not just saying covered. I'm talking like Mike Patton in any given year has like 6 bands at a time. It's not just Faith No More, and he's done like every genre you can imagine.
So he fears
and he
commitment.
fucking sings.
Or
his
he
ass
has
off for all
incredible
of them.
range.
Incredible.
Or he has
range.
incredible range.
Incredible
Just fucking
range.
around.
I know. I'm just saying.
So are we.
But there are a lot of
Motherfucker.
guys who have incredible range, though. I mean, you got to think about it. Like Aretha Franklin sings fucking
She
opera.
she is
too.
definitely a great guy.
You know what I mean?
Here's him covering The Omen, of all things, for one of his bands called Phantomus, which he does with Slayer's drummer and a couple other people, or Slayer's bassist. Now towards the end.
See, I can't even hear him in that.
Okay.
Well, see, there's your range, motherfucker. There you go. But can Aretha go for the dark metal? No.
I'm
That
trying
would
to
let's.
find-
I'm gonna write to her and ask her to try now. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
yeah.
bet she can.
I'm not saying she's not also good. By the way.
No. I'm,
great
I'm,
if
I'm,
Aretha
I'm just
had
saying
an Ice
there's
Earth
a lot of
album.
people
He
with that
also
natural
he did
talent,
it. He
you
did
know?
it. He did non-ironically. He did an entire album of Italian love songs in Italian, like yeah.
I love how you have to. We've gotten so far out as a
I know,
culture that
right?
you have to label. Seriously, I'm not trying to be ironic. I'm being sincere.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
Like he did an entire album
a sad
of
discovery.
old like Italian love songs. It would be like if a Russian guy who just learned English
that's-
came over here and covered like the 80s
Frank
hits.
Sinatra.
No,
or something.
like that's
Yeah, or like Frank Sinatra, yeah. But these were like pop songs.
Fly me
you know?
to the moon.
I
Where
did
did
it
they-
my way. You know, like, yeah,
I will
exactly.
crush the moon.
The moon is weak.
Anyway,
Americans
so,
think they own the goddamn moon. I don't know why that didn't sound Russian. That sounded like African.
I
there at
wash
the
my
end.
balls in ice water.
It's interesting to see though. I mean, the whole thing about like a niggas in Paris cover though. You know, that's my point though. Is like from all the songs on Watch the Throne, niggas in Paris is the one.
Right.
Like that was the one I was like, how did it not get nominated for a Grammy? Because I just wanted them to have to say niggas in Paris on CBS. I wanted that so bad, dude. I wanted it so fucking bad, man.
You
And
wanted,
I
you
was
wanted to hear
fucking
some
robbed.
like 50-year-old.
No, how are you gonna approach that?
Say
See,
that
I
shit?
wish you could have made the best reality show of the year covering
remember-
CBS.
do you remember-
figuring out how they were gonna say niggas in Paris on their Grammy
Wait,
telecast?
do you remember in like '91 when NWA brought out Niggas for Life,
Right.
and they spelled it down the side,
Yeah.
and so MTV was like "Eiffel for Zagan." Does anybody remember this, or just me? That's the way that Kurt Loder would always say it. NWA's latest album, Eiffel for Zagan, and it was like that's so completely not the title.
That's not it.
But it's just written on the side, like so you could kind of. It's like, well, maybe it's supposed to be read backwards. Like, no,
no.
Evil for Zagan is definitely not the
Ew,
title of
That's
the
Kurt
album.
Loder avoiding controversy, is what it is.
Yeah, it is.
But it's I mean,
NWA Evil
damn,
for
like,
Zagan.
do you know how like
fucking love the
there
hell out of
had
that
to be
whole moment.
someone at the fucking Grammys who was like, we gotta give niggas
We
in
can't.
Paris a nod. And they're like, no, we can't do it. He's like,
We
we
can't
have
do
to.
that shit.
Damn it, Chuck! Don't you realize we have broadcasting on CBS this year, like every other year?
Jay-Z, black people in France.
We're not on HBO, goddammit.
France is going on the board. Oh my god!
Oh,
that
this
is amazing.
has been a productive board night, I gotta say.
Black people in France. Oh shit, that is too good. Got my black people in France. And
Going
they go-
Evil for Zagan on your ass. What's up, bitches?
Black people in France. Oh shit, that would have been the best radio edit of all time. Son. Got my Negroes in France.
What's up, my pull-up wheels? Because that's where there's a lot of black people in France.
Hey, there are.
Port-au-Prince.
There
Black
are.
people in France.
Yeah.
You ever been to
Shit.
France?
Or is it just blacks in France? I guess that ruins the
black
joke.
people, no,
too.
black people in France
That's
is
fine.
better. Black
All
people
right.
in France because it sounds like something CBS would come up with.
Oh, they'd have to,
that would
right?
be very appropriate.
Yes.
Jay-Z, black people in France.
Yo, I think it's black people in France.
And then Kanye gets up there and I just want to say thank you for the Grammy for niggas in Paris, even though all of you think the song is black people in France and you'll be searching for it on iTunes tomorrow and you won't be able to find it. Thank you.
Is that before or after he interrupts somebody else receiving their award?
Well, I think to be
You know
fair,
what's
because
sad
it
way
would
to
be a
think about
joint award. It would
Right.
be
Him and
Jay-Z
Jay-Z and Kanye.
So I think they'd go up together.
They would
and
have
Jay-Z
to.
would be like,
Jay-Z would interrupt
I'm
Kanye.
gonna go, and he's like,
I'm
yeah,
just
yeah,
gonna
I'm
jump
just gonna
in
stay
here.
by here.
You know
I'm
what would
cool.
happen?
And
Jay-
then right towards the end, then
They-
Kanye would jump
Jay,
in.
I feel like what would happen is like they would know that it was gonna be called Black People in France, and so like if they won, Jay would have already been like, all right, Kanye, I know you want this one, you can have it. So like the camera fucking pans to Jay-Z and Kanye, and Jay-Z's just fucking sitting down, arms folded, and you just see Kanye get up by himself going to the stage, and the fucking white people at CBS would be like, oh my God, no,
He's
no,
gonna say
no,
something
not by himself. Jay-Z, get up. Oh, get up. You're the Black Sinatra. Get up, Jay-Z. Don't let him go by himself. And then Kanye just grabs the mic and they just start fucking playing him off right as soon as he fucking gets on stage.
You know, I didn't realize. I didn't look into. I should have. I felt like Jay-Z was suspiciously quiet, probably intentionally, just to make the white people sweat about the whole Gwyneth Paltrow thing.
Yeah.
Wait,
Like he just
okay.
sat back and was like,
So wait, what was the Gwyneth
Saying
Paltrow
nothing.
thing? I don't know shit about pop culture.
Gwyneth
so.
Paltrow got up on
Mitch, you got
stage
someone beat.
with Kanye West and Jay-Z in Paris.
She's
where
long
they were
touted
doing
her Jay-Z credentials. She's always been a fan of Jay-Z.
blah, blah,
you know,
blah.
him and Chris Martin collaborated, blah, blah, blah.
He,
Okay.
he,
So-
he worked with the whitest band.
No,
out
just Chris
there.
Martin.
So
Okay.
Gwyneth Paltrow, who thinks she
Just the-
belongs.
just
The
lead
leader,
singer.
the lead singer of the whitest band out there.
Right.
Please get your
Coldplay.
facts straight, Tom, okay? Damn.
Gwyneth Paltrow, who thinks she belongs in every group, got up
strong.
there on stage with Kanye and Jay-Z, and they took a photo of her, and she tweeted, "The real niggas in Paris," on account of she and
You're like,
two
hey,
black guys in Paris.
You're a skinny ass white
singing
chick who
niggas
shouldn't
back.
be tweeting
Right.
that shit.
And then some guy who's like one of her assistants or something, she was like, no, he tweeted that. But it was like after she spent 2 days defending the whole thing. And then later was like, I didn't even tweet it. It was like, wouldn't that have been, that should have been your open.
Right? Yeah. First of all, your opener should have been just like, this is a cool photo to put in my fucking phone that no one will ever see.
It's like he took the
No, I know,
picture
I
and
know.
then tweeted it.
Yeah.
And it's like, her next tweet should have been, that was my assistant.
Yeah, right?
You know what I mean?
Or
whatever.
His
And that's
name
like,
is
I
Larry
shouldn't say-
Stansfield.
I
He's
shouldn't say
been
assistant.
fired.
I think
you
he's-
can find him at
I think he
PO
was like
He
a
lives
friend of
at, like,
hers who was like a black
400
dude or
whatever
whatever. So it's
street.
not. I shouldn't say assistant because
I will
he
fucking-
probably he'll probably knowing me because I don't know anything about pop culture either. Maybe he's like some famous rapper.
just see
I just
Teddy
didn't recognize his
seething
name.
with rage against Gwyneth Paltrow.
No, don't even get me started
Oh,
on
man.
Gwyneth, bro.
Goop.
Don't even get me.
Oh,
Yo,
man,
son,
Goop.
we go all day
Oh,
on
man.
Gwyneth.
What do you got
son.
against
We
Everything.
Oh,
How about
listen, we
every
gotta get-
fucking thing?
we can
No,
get
She
into
is
this.
a what? She is the
I don't know shit
epitome
about
of
her,
terrible.
so-
Yeah. So
man.
then back the fuck off.
No, I'm asking because I'm curious.
Listen, she. Mitch,
look
go
up
first. Mitch, go
look,
first.
look up some Goop. She has a magazine, quote unquote,
It's-
unquote,
yeah.
called Goop, which is like it's like
It's supposed to be helpful
just,
suggestions.
I'm talking like the most privileged,
Just like,
upscale white people who don't need any advice from Gwyneth.
Right.
And it's a magazine for them, but sort of ostensibly for everybody.
Right.
But the shit that she
hey, you
recommends,
little lower class person.
yeah, she's like,
It's
here's
like
a-
you can't afford any of this shit, but you might be interested
Here's
in
something to
reading
put on your
about it.
Christmas shopping list.
Right.
Try this blanket. It's 4 foot by 4 foot. It's about $750.
Right. It's the fucking slap
And
in
you're
the
like,
face.
More than my
What?
goddamn rent.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
And she's over
basically-
there like, no, listen, when people need to know good fashion, they come to Gwyneth. Miss Paltrow of the Goop. And I'm just trying to put the word out.
It's-
And it's like, who is this for? This is
Right.
for your ego.
If you-
None of your friends give a fuck what you have to say,
Right.
nor would they look in a magazine to find it out.
You're not interesting.
you're
at
an
all.
actor.
The quote unquote rich people who can afford this is cheap shit to them, so they don't give a fuck. And also, they have assistants that look this shit up for them.
Yeah.
And the people, the commoners, quote unquote, that you purport to be speaking to, can't afford it. And it's all useless, terrible shit.
Useless
and
shit.
then on
And-
top of it, she gives out life advice,
Right.
which is like, that's the most
Which talks
offensive
about
shit.
how like she's like I'm exhausted from cleaning all
She's
day,
like,
and it's like
let
you
me-
did
let
not
me
clean
tell you-
anything.
You
She's like,
cleaned
let
for
me-
2 hours and then you had a
No,
drink.
it's like, let me tell you how to balance a full schedule by telling you how I spend my day. And it's all like,
have my
it's all like,
assistant balance.
yes, it's all like, have the driver come pick up the kids to take them to the private daycare. And
Exhausted.
you're like, really? That's your, again,
She's
that's
so
your
down to
opener?
earth, bro. She's so.
I have
down
to wake
earth.
up 20 minutes before the kids to tell the chef
I
what
know.
to make them for the
If
day.
that was
That's why I
possible-
talk-
Can you? I don't know if you could pull up any quotes from when she did Country Strong with her big country western movie where she played this alcoholic and she talks about like going through the processes of like learning about.
Oh,
and
you
it's
drank a quart of
well,
whiskey a day?
it's like it's just like it's. I remember like some of the quotes from I was just like, how did you even get cast in this fucking movie? Do you know what I mean? Like, how are you? Like, were you
Right.
Gwyneth Paltrow or the hard on their luck, despondent, broken down country singer that's making a comeback? You with your fucking Goop newsletter?
You have
Are
an
you
assistant
fucking
picking up the
kidding me?
kids.
Are you
talk,
fucking? Yeah.
talk to a real mother. Who
I'm
runs
supposed
the
to
kids
believe
around.
that you are some sort of broken human being that knows about the fucking things like alcoholism taking a toll on you personally. No, I'm not going to accept that, Gwyneth. I'm not going to accept that when I see you publish Goop. You are one of the worst people in the world. You're one of the worst.
Okay, I didn't know she did any of that shit.
Yeah,
so now
you
I
know.
feel
And if you don't know
informed.
Riffopolis, now you know. You got no excuses for your Gwyneth Paltrow fluffing.
And-
Take your Iron Man DVDs and throw them bitches in the fireplace right now.
And knowing is half the battle.
Exactly.
Depending on the battle.
depending on the battle.
That's true. That's
mean,
true.
you know.
Who's got the high ground? You know.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
But see, that's the thing was like,
In the case of Gwyneth Paltrow, knowing is the entirety of the battle.
right. If the
'cause
more
she's not like bringing any weapons to this battle. She might bring cookies that somebody
She's
cooked.
gonna bring a 4 foot by 4 foot blanket that won't cover shit because
Yeah.
I'm 6'3". What the fuck is that gonna do for me?
That's a penis cozy.
to
if that
paraphrase
is.
in some way.
That's something you
Keep
jerk
your
off
balls
into.
warm. Yeah.
To know Gwyneth Paltrow more is to like her less and less, essentially.
Yeah. As her friends would always tell you, I'm sure.
Right.
It's like, oh, do you want to go hang out with Gwyneth Paltrow? No, I'm good.
It casts a weird shadow on the whole Coldplay ethos, if you will.
And I think let us.
Where you're
let
like,
us-
you
yeah.
write all these like sappy love songs. Are you like, not for her, right? Like you're
Right.
talking about some ex
Wait,
you had
is
before.
he- is
Please tell me the
is he-
scientist is about you regretting going together with
back
Gwyneth.
in the simpler life, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I'm gonna just completely out myself as not knowing shit about popular culture. Is he like
Again.
dating Gwyneth Paltrow?
They're
no,
married.
they've been married for years.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They,
They got
they have a
kids.
child named Apple.
Yeah, Apple.
Wow.
You can wrap a 4 foot by 4 foot blanket around Apple.
Wow.
And by the way, I don't mean Michael Jackson's kid blanket around Apple, although that would be interesting.
Although I'm sure Michael probably would have been into that.
Yeah, wrap blanket around Apple. It'll be cute.
Are you getting pissed because I'm trashing on Michael Jackson now?
Tread
What are,
carefully.
what are you trying to suggest here?
Hey,
Just because he's
you know,
black?
listen, no, no,
You're not
well,
allowed
You get
to-
strong every time I see you. What the fuck happened? I thought you were dying in 3 months, motherfucker.
Well, first off, he was black. Let's just say that.
no, actually, he was still black.
Oh God, no! You didn't do this, Tom. Let me just give you a bit
Teddy,
of friendly
Teddy,
advice. Back
Teddy,
out now.
I'm gonna
turn
back
this
off. I'm gonna back
truck
off.
around.
I'm gonna back off.
a good move.
Respectfully.
Yeah.
Good move.
And it's not about.
I'm gonna tell you one more
It's not
time.
about don't
yes.
rip on Michael Jackson. It's
Not
just
talking about that. Not talking
Yeah.
about any of that shit. I'm just gonna say. The
Hey,
guy
I got
made-
Now,
something.
let me tell you,
Wait,
sir, when
you
you,
wanna-
come around these parts, you better show some respect for the king.
No, I will. Let me show you some respect. He
Take
made-
your fucking Tundra and turn back around.
I'll show you.
My tongue
You want to see my favorite thing to do with Teddy?
Don't you fucking do anything right now.
Who's ready for some dolphin news? We're learning how to speak to.
No, we ain't no be talking to no motherfucking dolphins, son. The only thing you need to be talking about is we sorry for the flipper shit. Please don't murder everybody, okay? Ain't no need for no interpersonal
wait, don't murder
communication.
everybody.
We're gonna be
Hold on,
open up
hold on.
right
Do you
now.
think that
Oh, my
episode
God.
of-
Why are we gonna be talking to these motherfuckers, son? We trying to build machines, talk to these bitches. We trying to teach these motherfuckers how to use iPads. It's only a matter of time before the murder happens.
Teddy, did you think that episode of The Simpsons where the Dolphins took over Springfield was real?
Yes, it is the fucking future, dude. If these you don't even understand. You don't even understand
Teddy,
how close
Teddy,
you are.
let's.
to the- you don't even-
Allow me.
They don't have an advantage. They can't actually.
Tom.
breathe
You mean the
underwater.
fact that they smarter than your bitch ass? Go ahead, Mitch. Go ahead, Mitch. I ain't gonna say that, bitch. Go
Teddy's
ahead,
like, they knew the fuck Gwyneth Paltrow was married to before
Dolphins knew
tonight.
about Gwyneth Paltrow a long time ago. If they knew, if Dolphins had a Coldplay, they would have killed Chris Martin ages
Back
ago.
off, motherfucker! I don't have cable. Okay.
Teddy has a long-standing paranoia. I want to say feud, but it's like the Dolphins don't know that they're fighting with
based,
them. But like,
Dolphins are like, why is that guy being a dick every time he comes
I'm
swimming?
the
in
only
the beach?
motherfucker who shows respect. You understand? I'm the
We're
only
just
motherfucker.
trying
Teddy's
to jump out of the
convinced.
water and entertain beachgoers.
that's what I'm saying.
That
but
one
Ted-
fucking decoy.
That
yo.
one
Teddy's
dude over
convinced
there is being a
It's
dick to us.
decoy, yo.
Teddy's convinced if Dolphins ever get hands, the game is over.
No, so they go murder, son. If they get it, the hands or thumbs, it's over, B. If these motherfucking flippers turn into some sort of like web-like
Oh, that's-
things,
they-
All of a
use the
sudden,
flipper
every
and a-
one of our nuclear subs is going to drop off
they're
the grid.
smarter than
'cause the
everyone in
Dolphins are
this
taking
room
them out.
combined, Tom. They,
Obama's going to be in the White House like, what's the
do
situation?
you know how
One
fucking
of-
smart the Obama of dolphins is? Do you know how fucking smart that dolphin is?
One of his advisors.
The Obama of dolphins.
What a-
Listen, you
what's going on
guys,
there?
y'all could flip around all day. All right, and that would be the easy thing. All right, that's what
And
we
you know- and
that's
you
what
know,
we all want to
the
make
sad
cute
thing
noises
is-
and entertain the beach goers. That's what, but that's not what we're here to do right now. Now, what I propose, my proposal, is that we go out there
Hang on.
and we grow some opposable thumbs.
And we,
And
then you
goddamn,
can
we show
grab
these
shit.
motherfuckers, starting with that guy Teddy. We show these motherfuckers.
He knew what was going on the whole
how you
time.
how you gonna play me, son? I was your man on the inside, B.
Warning everybody.
Hang on, hang on.
By the way, I think Teddy's onto our plan.
Can we say what the scene was with like the not dolphin Obama, the real Obama? Like he's in the White House.
A not Dolphin Obama.
You just said the dolphin Obama.
I'm sorry.
So I'm
just
going-
the fact that you
I'm
have to
going
refer to our president as the not
It's
Dolphin
the fucking
Obama.
president of the United States running for re-election, motherfucker. Show some respect. They don't put not Dolphin Obama
Teddy.
on the fucking teleprompter.
Teddy,
okay?
if I register to vote in time, I'm gonna vote for him. Chill out.
I'm gonna write in not Dolphin Obama.
But
4 more
but
years.
can we
I'll vote for Obama,
can
but
we
not
s-
that motherfucking Dolphin Obama. You can that motherfucker go fuck himself. But
Can we-
the not Dolphin Obama,
I'll
we
go
cool.
for-
We
we
cool.
ride for that motherfucker all day.
Can you guys just see what the scene in the White House would be though? Like one of his generals would be like, Sir, or admirals.
not
I don't know.
Dolphin Obama.
Yeah, right. They're breathing air, not water. In the well, dolphins don't even breathe water. God,
blowhole
give me
is real
another.
tired of
Give me
this
another fucking beer. Anyway, they're in the White House, right? And you know the admirals and generals, like the Joint Chiefs of Staff, and all them are going to be like, I don't know if it's Admiral Mullen or whoever is in charge now, but it's going to be like, sir, we don't know what's going on. All our tactical nuclear submarines are disappearing off the grid. We think the Dolphins are in control. We think they have the missiles. What is our next? I can't do an Obama impression, Mitch. What is our next move?
How best do we proceed?
Well, sir, we're fucked. They have all of our sea power.
We will go at them from the air.
Good job.
Like we've done
The
every
skies-
country since 1944.
The skies over these great
Now-
United States
now-
must be protected.
Perhaps we should go into why you have brought
Oh,
dolphins
yeah.
into this.
Because
riffing
here's
right
the
now.
thing. Here's what's hilarious is
Roof
the
Office,
moment
get your
literally,
weapons up.
literally all I did
The
was
Dolphins
show,
are coming.
All I did, the page hadn't finished loading. It just the headline popped up, and Teddy saw dolphins. He threw his headphones off. As I was trying to say that we're trying to learn how to speak to dolphins by decoding, it turns out they speak a mathematical language. That
Of course
we,
they
yeah,
do.
Of course.
Yeah, of course they do. They don't
Right.
that free. You motherfuckers don't even know, son. Y'all don't even
Mathematics
know.
Keep the headphones on, Teddy.
You don't even
Mathematics
know,
is
son. Y'all-
universal language according to the movie Contact.
And why do these motherfuckers even know this shit, son? They supposed to be on recreational black and white TV. These motherfuckers is plotting
Hey,
death.
dude, they
in the sea.
navigate
Right here,
thousands
it
of miles
says-
by
it says,
by
It
instinct.
says clicks, burst pulses, and whistles. Dolphins clearly have the means to communicate, and they do so with various sounds, including whistles, burst pulses, and clicks. Just exactly what they're saying with all these noises, however, remains a mystery. But after years of study, marine
Kill
biologists are
everyone.
starting to get a sense. So they're saying that basically that if you looked at it from a mathematical standpoint, where it's like this click click and two click clicks and one burst pulse, you could sort of feed it into a machine and sort of get it back. I listen. I just
We're
want
just trying to build machines to keep up with fucking.
I was
dolphins,
watching.
yo.
I was watching that show, Better Off Ted, which only lasted 2 seasons, but good show.
Yeah.
Yeah, great show. Great show.
Okay,
I wish
okay.
it would have lasted longer, but one of the things that there's a. Sorry, Tom, I had to shop real quick.
Do your
But
thing.
there was a quick. There's an episode where two CEOs are fighting over stealing each other's ideas, and one CEO thinks they stole the other. So they're like, "Oh, we found out your next new thing that we're going to develop first, and it's talking to whales." And the other CEO walks in and he says, "Terrible idea." And he's like, "It turns out whales are very self-obsessed, mostly gossip." All right, sorry. Tom.
Whales are a bunch of old ninnies. Anyway,
Yeah, that might be what dolphins are doing. Like, oh my god, did you see Samantha's hair?
Nope.
the funny thing is they're like, oh, dolphins.
Samantha's such a slut. You know what I'm saying?
Not
What's
a
up?
chance.
They're like,
Not
oh,
a chance.
dolphins talk to each other. They communicate. They have a society. And it's like, yeah, well, so do wolves. They're on land.
Except for the fact that dolphins are fucking astronomically more intelligent than wolves. So show a little fucking
I don't
respect
know
for the
about that.
opposition, okay? Yes, it's not that the thing that you need to know about, Tom. It's a fucking thing that's real in the world, okay? Dolphins are smarter than fucking wolves, okay? We have to operate from
Well,
some
you know
sort
what?
of
You know
empirical
what?
place outward.
It's like the solution to the movie Jaws. I'll fucking stay on land. Holy shit.
We're gonna need a
Except
bigger boat.
unless they get
Right?
fucking smart enough, bro.
Like a
Okay, I'm saying?
goddamn
And if
aircraft
you want to
carrier.
stay on land, it's the same thing. Well, I think that there are shark attacks
going to
happening
need
on
a
the
bigger boat.
Atlantic coast, like up where like the original Jaws was filmed.
You know what? That's always happening.
No, no, it's not actually. No,
Teddy,
hold on.
Teddy.
No, Tom, hold
no,
on.
it is always happening
No.
because the original
But
Jaws,
closer
the
to
book.
closer to a land than they
New
have been
England.
in years. Yeah.
No, I know.
But I mean, so it's not always happening so much as it's happening more and
Teddy,
more
this,
closer
this,
to land
the-
than it
this-
has
with
been.
with shark attacks. This
Right.
kind of thing happens literally almost every 100 years. The original book of Jaws was based on a rash of shark attacks that happened in, I think it was, I look it up for me, I can't remember. I think it was like 1916 in New Jersey, where there were a whole bunch of shark attacks on the beaches off of Jersey, off the Jersey shore. I wish that would happen now. But there were a whole bunch of shark attacks, and so everybody was like, "Oh shit, sharks are attacking for some weird reason. We're gonna stop swimming on the beaches. We're gonna swim in rivers." A bull shark swam up a goddamn river into fresh water and attacked a little boy who was swimming with his friends.
Yep.
And
In
fucking killed him.
1964, he read a news story about a fisherman, Frank Mundus, who caught a great white shark weighing 4,550 pounds off the shore of Montauk
No.
Point.
But it be
They're
even
great
look,
whites are
Mitch, look that shit up because even earlier.
That's what I'm talking about.
But great whites are coming back to that area now. That's the thing.
I know
And they're coming
that's
closer
that's
than
what
they
I'm
have
saying.
before.
It happens in cycles. Like it happens every few decades. That's what I'm trying to say.
Is that on the record for Jaws there? And the old
I'm
Wikipedia
looking.
page?
I'm just.
No, I'm telling you. Watch. I have the fucking DVD at home. I'll run home and bring
gotta
that
trust
shit
him on this
back.
one.
They talk about it in the making of the movie that the book is based on a
This
rash
ain't no
of
booty
shark
cheddar.
attacks.
He's got his stuff in order. We're good.
I love
Don't
that you,
fuck
love
with
that
me
you brought
on
that
this.
booty cheddar. I love that you brought that.
By the
Don't
way-
fuck with me on shark attacks, bitches.
By the way,
Which-
found a YouTube channel that could only exist in California. I love this one. The SoCal Police Pursuits YouTube.
Oh, good.
It's just a collection
Dude.
of videos of like they're practically once a
Every
week.
day, yo.
Dude,
It's like
see-
July
see-
12th, July 10th,
see
July
if you can-
2nd, June 27th,
Mitch,
May 21st.
damn
Yeah, it's like 2 or 3 a
snot
month
bee.
at least.
See if you can
many.
bring up one from Marina Del Rey from like literally about a week ago.
I
'Cause
know the
I
one you're
saw
talking about.
a car
where
chase
where
happen.
the car flew over the side thing.
Did it end up doing that? Because I saw it was literally it was
that
crazy.
that
I was
would've
on the
been-
side of the street
yeah,
when like
that's
20 cop cars
July 10th. that
drove
was- I
by
saw
chasing
this
a
one.
silver Honda. I think it was.
I think this is the one you're talking about. I'll go
It
ahead
was
and pause
seriously
it.
like the Blues Brothers. I saw cop cars spin out in the intersection. It was
Oh,
kind of
maybe
sweet.
this is not the one you're talking about. This is the one where the guy jumps the side thing, like almost like a suicide thing.
Well, either way, let's see.
Yeah,
it.
he crashed into a house.
Gee.
Watch.
Oh, good.
No, not
A murder suicide.
Not by accident. Watch, you'll see. He fucking intentionally turns his truck completely like 90 degrees into
So
the.
what you're
into-
saying is this is most likely a pissed off ex-husband.
I guess it was like a teacher or something. I don't know. Watch.
I'm gonna take out.
This
that.
is not an accident. He's got full
It's
control of the
drifted.
truck. Full
Dude,
control.
all right,
Full
we're
control.
Going down the lane. Oh,
and
okay.
watch.
Oh, he took it left, and then he just straight. Oh, what the fuck? Oh my god!
So there you go.
Whoa.
Wow.
So there you go.
That guy. That
he
guy.
even took it left a little bit so
Yeah.
he could go wider.
Like
on the
like
right.
he was about to crash into the house that
Damn,
he just
son.
got foreclosed on.
the old
That was not that
vehicular
man's house,
okey-doke.
son. That was not that man's house.
It
I don't
turned out
know.
to be-
I don't know. He could be like, fuck
Turned out
that
to be an
bank. They're
office
not
building.
taking my
It
house.
was an office building,
Oh, okay.
apparently. I don't know.
So they just fired him then.
No.
I don't think
Again,
it was that personal, bro.
it
I
had
think
nothing-
he was just
he
a
was just-
dude on the
he was-
run who just gave the fuck up.
He's just a dude who had enough.
Look,
He had been driving for at least 15 minutes by that point.
yeah, 20 something like that. It starts like as you can. I mean, it starts with him like cruising down the shit. So yeah,
hang on.
he's like,
Can we rewind for a second here? I know this isn't exactly
no, by all means, riff
straight
along.
riff and protocol, but when on
There
the
is no
whole
protocol.
dolphins and wolves and sharks conversation, I get a text from my little brother that says, "Damn nature, you scary." And then when I made the comment about I wish sharks would attack the Jersey Shore again, he says, "I live on the Jersey Shore, douche."
Well,
Mm-hmm.
shout out to Tom's younger brother who gonna get eaten by a shark. Watch your legs,
We're,
pimpin'.
we're including the whole Young family into this.
Respect the dolphins. Watch your
apparently.
legs.
Listen, all I'm trying to say is, all right, the wolves are nowhere near as smart as dolphins. First of all,
And wouldn't you?
I
wouldn't
might-
you?
have you
prefer-
seen the Cove? Have you seen the Cove?
Wait, wouldn't you prefer to open up a line of dialogue with the dolphins than rather just over there just
Let's
talking shit?
let's give him the olive branch before the bayonet.
Walking into a trap, Mitch. Unless we're walking into the Dolphins' many centuries in the making trap. We don't even know what the fuck goes on in
They're
the deep
swimming up
sea.
rivers.
We
They've
don't
already
even
got
explore
control of the
deep sea.
Mississippi,
We didn't
okay?
spend all our
Guys.
time on fucking space. We don't know what the fucking Dolphins have been doing forever.
You
These
realize, like-
motherfuckers is the greatest payback of all time, motherfucker.
I've got 2 reasons I want to learn a foreign language. All right, one of them, obviously, to hit on bitches in a foreign language. All right,
French.
There's one, right?
Okay.
Twosies, probably more importantly, when I get on an elevator, I would love to be like, man, you motherfuckers don't even know that I know what you're saying, and that's why you're saying
yeah,
what you're
yeah.
saying.
Right.
One
Now,
thing-
chances are, I get it in those elevators. If I ever like learn Spanish, I get an elevator, and the 2 Spanish maids or whatever are like yak at each other. I'm just gonna find out that they'll be like, yeah, house is going good, Timmy's doing well in school, this kind of thing, and I'll be like, oh.
It's
And
probably
I'll have
more
to
like
say to Spanish, why aren't you talking shit about me?
Yeah.
All these years, I thought I get on an elevator in Vegas, and the maids were like, "This fucking guy. You see his room? What's with the condom and the hot poker?"
Mitch, although I will say sometimes you were talking about like how you want to hit on like hot foreign chicks. Sometimes that can backfire. I used to date a German girl. Kind of scary. Yeah. No, that shit was scary. You know.
Yeah, Scheiße ist gut. Yeah.
She blitzkrieged all over
what's
me.
going on?
Too hot.
Well, it's not just so that I can hit on the foreign chicks. It's also so I can hit on, here, like native or not native.
You just whip out some Italian.
Just American girls with like some foreign language.
You're saying so you can make them think you're from some foreign country? He's mysterious.
Well, I guess there's that, but I just, it sounds sexy.
They have goths in Italy too. Oh my god.
That's where they came from, bro.
Oh, okay.
No, I think it's more like
No, it was
England
like
and such.
Germany.
Yeah, the
Some
Visigoths
shit.
actually was Germany, I think,
Before
and Norway.
before they sacked Rome. And I like the term "sacked" more than like, oh, they captured the city.
no, sacking
No,
is a
they
good one.
sacked Rome. That makes them sound like they like shamed the Roman emperor at like
Sure.
a frat party. Like they
Sure.
put their balls on his face.
Yeah.
They sacked Rome.
Yeah. Just put a nutsack on the head. Sack them.
That's right. I'm gonna sack you, and then I'm leaving this motherfucker, and I'm taking all your Roman women with me. That's what happened.
Yeah. I'm with you. It's a better way to go. Conquering feels too. It's a little too heavy-handed. You know what I mean? Conquering.
You know, I sacked that shit.
Yeah. Sacked them. Went over there, put my balls on the head. I get it.
I'm gonna throw out some history. You know, fucking like Alaric the Visigoth guy was just like, yeah, I just sacked that motherfucker over there.
Right. Yeah. I got you. All right. Here's an article since you're both still in contact with places other than California. A new thing, Malaysia Airlines has started doing this. Apparently, other airlines are thinking of following suit, where you can, when you go to check in on your flight and you select your seat and stuff like that, you can see the Facebook profiles of the seats around you.
Oh, that shit is weird.
So you can
That
figure out whether or
Nope.
not you'd
Nope.
want to sit next to this person.
No.
That's stalker book like at
Nah,
its
hold
best.
on. Before we even go to that point, look, I think we all agree that it's just going to come down to like every hot chick is going to change their Facebook profile to just be like a picture of like a puppy or like a
Right.
stuffed animal before they fly.
Right.
That's what I would do if I was a hot chick. I'd
Most
immediately
hot
be like,
chicks
she's got the
probably
snuggle
don't know
on there.
about this.
Hey, Steve, could you come here? Yeah, just pull your belly out real quick. I need to take a picture for my profile picture. So that they'll just be left alone.
All the dudes who want to like look up the hot chicks before the flight are like, "Why the fuck are you? Why is this breaking news? You're
one of
screwing
those
the plan."
Gross over.
But that's the
step in.
thing is, how often do you talk to the person next to you on a flight?
How often do they talk to you? This is the
But
better-
at the
Either
same
way,
time, that's part of
I mean,
flying.
are
It's
you
like,
talking about me specifically?
It's like any
But
public
how-
transportation, though. You're like, oh, I'm gonna end up who I'm next to.
I don't
whatever.
hang out. I see, but
yeah,
I don't use
see,
public
here's the
transportation.
thing. Here's
other
the thing.
than
As a man who
flying.
does a lot of that motherfucking shit. The thing about flying with a Facebook profile like that is that it's exactly what Tom is saying. If all of a sudden some major airline is like, oh, check out the Facebook profile of the person that you are going to be sitting around or whatever, and see if you can move your seat, and you could, it won't even make it that far. If you are especially if you're an attractive girl, you're
Yeah.
never
Oh,
going.
you're fucked.
You're
Yeah.
fucked. You can't
Yeah.
fly again.
Yeah.
You could not fly
You're not
again.
gonna get to sleep on your flight because some fat douche next to you is gonna be like, so what are you going to LA for? You know?
Name's Bob. I'm an insurance salesman from Topeka.
It's
I
also-
see you've got great
Oh,
boobs.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
my wife would never let me talk to a girl like you if we weren't already on this airplane.
Don't get me fucking started on
Well, no,
Topeka.
Here's the thing about the fuck from the corporate perspective, where you're just like, you motherfuckers don't even know how the real world functions. Look at the quote. Our passengers are spending more and more time using social networks. With MH Buddy, we are pleased to provide our fans. And you don't have fans as an airline, first of all. You don't have fucking fans, okay?
You just have people who are like, oh shit, I'll fly you because you're the cheapest.
No, because you don't have fucking trains in this
I
stupid ass-
can't remember the
Well,
last
that's
time I
Malaysia
went to
Airlines,
Malaysia.
Right, but it's like so they go, we are pleased to provide our fans an easy way to book a ticket without having to leave Facebook. In doing so, we have also opened another distribution channel for ticket sales. Like, that shit does not give a fuck about human beings in any capacity at all. You are just a fucking cog in a profit
Yeah, it's no
machine.
privacy.
They don't give a shit about the fact that no one will feel comfortable in that airplane anymore. They just are fucking
To be
exploiting
fair,
it.
to be fair, if you're if you're of any concern that maybe you're a hot chick who's going to sit next to Bob from Topeka, or his Malaysian cousin, apparently, because it's a Malaysia Airlines.
Sure.
Or if you're a hot
I
guy
would think that you would not hit the button that says check in with Facebook. That's right there on their page.
Now, here's the problem,
right?
though. Here's the problem, because we are talking about a thing like Facebook, which is an entity that consistently disregards its users' privacy and makes the default. You get checked in automatically for a lot of shit. You know what I mean? That's the thing where it's like, yeah, we're going to turn on these cookies and these browsing things or whatever. Facebook consistently disregards.
That's like Facebook being like, we think you know these people. It's like, I have
Yeah.
no
Well,
no, it's
fucking
even- no,
idea
it's-
who they
it's-
are.
it's deeper than that.
Listen, as the resident geek in the room who knows a thing or two about Facebook's policies and I've programmed shit with Facebook's API. I know how their system works, et cetera, et cetera.
Sorry, tuned out for a minute there.
I know. You can see right there on the screenshot there. There's a button that says "Take a peek at who is flying," and then next to it says, "Please log on to Facebook and add yourself to the flight." Now, if you're logged into Facebook on that browser, let's say it's in another tab, you got Facebook open, and you're looking at their site, it won't say "Please log on to Facebook." It'll say "Check in with Facebook." It'll be a very obvious button. When you hit that button, the application has to then ask for your permission. What pisses me off about Facebook permissions, and this is hilarious, really, is when you go to grant permission, it's got the big allow and don't allow buttons. That's all you got. And then it tells you what the application wants.
What you're signing up for.
Yeah, it's just saying like, here's the access that it's asking for. What pisses me off is there's no checkboxes.
Right. It's just
It's
you have
like-
to accept everything.
Yeah, it's like post to your wall. No,
Right.
I don't want that. Like
get no flexibility.
It's like can read your profile. I don't care. Fine, my profile's public, but can post? No, go fuck yourself.
I don't want
Yahoo
my flight
News.
info on my wall.
Yeah, exactly. Don't want my flight info. That's the shit that pisses me off. And what's interesting is that Facebook's API.
And what is API, by the way, for the
Application programming interface.
For the layman.
It means basically a set of tools and code that allows you as a programmer to basically use the data on Facebook in a way
open
that they
source
approve.
kind of thing?
Kind of like that, yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
They sort of approve a
Here's
channel.
my
It's
shit.
like
Take it and offer me whatever you want.
it's like I don't know.
A more
Trying to
downscale
think.
Linux kind of thing.
No, I'm trying to think of like a non-geeky way to explain what it is.
Please
it's like,
do.
okay. It's like if you went to, you ever been to those like Mongolian barbecues where they got all the ingredients in the salad bar, and then you just take all the eggs out and everything else like that, and the salad and the noodles and the meat, and you just hand it to the chef, and you go here, and he just throws it in a pile and cooks it and throws it back in a bowl, and voila. That's kind of like the API. The API is that bar with all that stuff in there. They're saying, this is what you got to work with.
Right.
You build yourself a plate, and we'll cook it.
Right.
So that's basically what an API is. So in their set of tools, you can, like, I've built programs with this. You can do the login with Facebook thing. And as a developer, Facebook's rules say, hey, you're not allowed to keep any of this information, but you can access it. But here's the thing. You can't run a website if you can't keep that data. You just couldn't, because how could you compare it? You're supposed to throw it out every, like, 2 weeks. Nobody does that. So if you ask for, like, full permissions, it's actually a smaller bit of text in that allow window than if you ask for 3 or 4 permissions. It'll list 3 or 4. But if you ask for all, it says all. That's it. And if you get that, you get everything. And I can then not only log in as you and send messages to your buddies, but I could automate that process through the website forever. I can log all that shit. I can do a database call when you hit the allow button, do a database call and pull everything I need, and then just store it on my shit, and I got your everything.
I
Kinda
blacked
interesting.
out. What happened?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Well, no, I mean, I think the thing is that with Facebook, I feel like that there's so many.
Same thing with Twitter, by the way.
Right, I mean,
their
it's-
API works.
I feel like Facebook has, as the more prominent of the two and the more sort of
Yeah.
But I guess
People are used to checking
right,
in with.
but
yeah,
I
yeah.
guess it's that sense of it's the like as Facebook has developed and grown, there's that blatant disregard for it. They don't make the default option the more intuitive privacy feature. It's kind of the more we're going to share everything and make it as easy as possible
Absolutely, yeah.
for companies and whatever to get information for you. So it's that sense of it might start off as a check-in with Facebook button, but if you for whatever reason, like, oh, okay, maybe, but you don't have that guarantee that it's not going to someday just evolve into like I'm booking with Malaysian Air and like all of a sudden the shit's just on my profile, because who the fuck knows what can happen from day to day.
They
with the
just
Facebook interface.
expect everybody wants to live online. And it's
Well, that's
like,
Zuckerberg.
no,
I mean, that's Zuckerberg basically saying, he's got plenty of quotes where he's like, "There's no expectation of privacy in the 21st century," and it's like, hold on a second, champ.
Actually, you're confusing that with Google. That's what Google says.
No, Zuckerberg's got some quotes like that on the record.
He
as well,
does.
too.
But I'm saying that the
It's
expectation
Eric
of privacy.
Schmidt. Eric Schmidt is from
was
Google.
the one. The
But
expectation.
yeah.
And you know what?
Slow
I think
down
that
there,
we
buddy.
are. I think we are kind of going towards that route where more and more there will not be protecting of lives. And I guess me, you know, I fall on the weird side of this where, like, yes, I respect your privacy if you want it. I don't understand why you'd want it. I don't get it. I don't understand why.
don't need to know everything.
I don't understand, for instance, people who have a protected Twitter profile.
That shit's weird to me.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Like, why are you tweeting if you don't want anybody to read it?
To be honest, though,
So-
privacy is nice. Like, the only reason I still have my Facebook page is because of the stand-up and shit. And I gotta tell people when my shows are, and I don't feel like texting like 300. fucking people.
I'm with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I started. I mean, on my personal profile, I've deleted people. I've deleted 20, 30 people a week. And I just got into an argument with a
You
girl.
deleted me today.
Did I? All right, good. Been meaning to do that.
Really?
No, I got into a bit of a tiff with somebody recently I hadn't talked to in a while, and she was talking about something online that I thought was really interesting about her personal life, as it were. And I just thought, hey, I'd love to kind of interview you about that in a weird, not like on the air, just sort of I'm fascinated by people. And I was like, why did you do this, and what was your whole thought process? And she's like, I would love to explain it, and I love that conversation, and I love that subject. But you deleted me from Facebook. And I don't know if I offended you, but I don't really like this weird passive aggressive, like you're emotionally unstable deleting people. And I was like, you're assuming a lot of things about me trying to clear out people that I don't talk to online. We talk via text, all right? Like, you have my number. We don't need to be.
Right.
See,
Like,
that,
I don't
that
need to
shit's
see
funny
you know?
because like there's so many people on Facebook who I don't fucking say shit to ever.
Yeah.
But they're still friends, and I'm like, why the fuck do I have them on there? Like,
I know.
It's like people get so offended by that, and it's like if it's some dude or girl or whatever who I haven't talked to in like 3 years and they delete me, like, yeah, whatever. Like, I haven't talked to you in 3 years. Like, chill the fuck out. Like,
Yeah, you see your friend number go up and down each day,
I
whatever,
still
and you're
got
like,
your
oh my
phone
god, I
number.
lost 2 friends today. What the fuck happened?
what did I do?
Who
Well,
are
like-
Who are those 2 people?
I will say that the coolest thing they did recently was where they did the like I keep everything public, and so one of the things they do is if you delete somebody as a friend, they stay subscribed to your updates. So it's like not only do they not know unless whatever they figure it out someday, but they still see all your shit. So it's like I can broadcast
But
out,
we don't
but
gotta
I don't
see
need to
their
see. I don't need to. And some people go, "Why don't you just hide their posts?" And I'm like, "Because I don't. I don't
Fair enough.
It's
yeah,
too much
I don't
effort.
really care.
I
Like,
really don't care enough.
if I'm in the middle of like a friend deletion spree, you're going. Like, it's just
I don't care enough. I mean,
ideally I would just use my public page, but they
Like-
still haven't given public pages the level of interaction that I think it's one of the things I really like about Twitter. It doesn't matter who you are; it's just a profile, and you can just do whatever you want with it. But Facebook is like, hey, pages can do these other things, but there's a lot of weird things that as a page you can't do. And that's why, for instance, MySpace went to shit. You know what I mean? Because everybody was like, I'll make a page for my band and my whatever. And it was like everything was just a profile. And then later, MySpace was like, oh, we should program something so that people can specify, like, this is a band's page and put, like, their albums instead of their age. Or, like, you know what I mean? Like, their interests aren't guitar, you know?
It's like that's my livelihood, motherfucker.
Yeah. So it's like it's weird that Facebook doesn't have anything like that really for pages, like a pain in the ass. I've had friends. We talked about Stoya. Like Stoya had an issue a few years back where she wanted a Facebook profile just to talk to a couple of friends, and then she opened up a page for herself, like for fans, so she could sort of interact with
Was
them.
she a comic or what?
Porn star.
Oh, good. Okay.
So she had like a fan page, and she's like, but the problem is that it showed who published it, and I used my real name because they demanded back then that you used your real name for everything.
Yeah.
And she was like, and for like 3 days, my real name was all over the internet. She was like, I had to take that. I didn't know that was and that's that's very much a privacy concern. But I also look, the only like privacy I need is in the bathroom, and what I do with my dick. While I'm doing it. Afterwards, I don't care who knows. But like while I'm doing it, I don't want anybody watching.
In mid-coitus.
Or mid-spank.
The
need
lady
privacy.
or your left hand would
Yes.
appreciate that.
How did you know I use my left?
Come
impressed.
on, who the fuck doesn't? Are you right-handed?
I'm right-handed.
Are you right-handed?
But I
Ted?
feel like it should be awkward to use my left hand, and I feel like I started out with my right.
Come
but
on.
I don't
Let's
know.
be real here. Every right-handed man in the world uses their fucking left hand.
Yeah, because how am I supposed to write about it?
No, it's like how
In
are
real time.
How are you supposed to feel like this is something strange and exciting? It's more like it.
One hand from a drink. Teddy, are you right or left? Yeah, no, protect your life. Is that what you're...
No, left hand, baby. All the time.
All right. But you're a right-handed. You're a left-handed writer, aren't you?
right-handed.
No?
I'm
Okay.
right-handed.
All right.
It's not strange and exciting. You build strength that way.
With no G. One day, Teddy's going to learn there's a G in the word
There ain't no
strength.
G in strength, son. There ain't no G in strength.
I'm with you.
There's
You
an
don't,
F.
you don't
Strength.
necessarily need it, but... STREMFF. Fuck y'all.
Strength. Okay.
And when you're really angry, it's STRIMFF. Strength. When you're like, when you're in the process of using the strength.
Yeah, right.
You gotta-
Mid strength.
It takes a lot of strength, you know.
Chill out, strength. Not to punch out, motherfuckers.
Good time. Hey, I don't know. I'm just I don't really worry about privacy because I've said it before. It's like if you have something to hide, then you have something to lose. You have something that somebody can hold over you. And if you're not like if somebody is like, I know your real name. All right.
I think this is
Like you got nothing on me. Like if they
Alright.
think they have a secret and it's not a secret or you don't give a shit, they lose.
right, and I think this is. I mean, this. I've talked about this before, but
Yeah.
with Facebook, like my Facebook isn't personal at all, and like if you went to my Facebook page, you're not gonna find out really anything about me as a like what going
You
on
got
day
to
to day.
read through some serious,
Right,
read
but
between
it's-
some serious
it's-
lines.
It's all this. It's been
Like on a
turned-
day that Teddy gets fired, it's going to be all about how evil corporate America is. I'm just telling you that right now.
man's a
you
mystery.
can
But
read
it's-
between the lines.
It's
on a day that like the bus drives off before he can jump on the bus. It's about
racism.
the terrible public transportation in L.A. and racial inequality in America. Just saying.
right. So it's all news. It's turning into this like self-made
poems
journalistic.
by-
I will
links.
Yeah.
say I get all of my political news from your Facebook
Well, thanks.
statuses now.
Yeah. But thanks, I appreciate it. But it's Mitch's point though, where it's like as a liberal, as like a liberal black male in the United States of America, you have grown up just hearing that you are just like persona non grata. You know what I'm saying? Your ideas are completely unacceptable. You can't even have a fucking conversation. You can't even get a fucking FaceTime on CNN with that shit.
That's
you
how
know?
I feel as a black man.
And sometimes you're the black guy in the room, I know. And so it's that sense of, there's a lot of political commentary on a lot of my favorite blogs, and, people use pseudonyms and, whatever name, but you come to be affiliated with that name and you start a blog under that name and such. And so you become a writer under that name, and maybe you get successful enough, you can reveal yourself as a true person because you've made a comfortable self. But it's that sense of just being like, fuck it, I'm going all in with my social network and I'm letting them know this is how I feel every day. And if you motherfuckers can read between the lines, this is it. And I know that in the end, the fucking right-wing Wurlitzer noise machine is going to come after me and tar me someday. And I don't give a shit because I know that I can fucking best them. I know that. So I'm going in with my real name and I'm putting it all out there, and I fucking dare you to tell this country that I am some sort of treasonous socialist disaster, because I will fucking dominate you clowns like you've never been dominated in the history of civilization.
Now
I
you're speaking
fucking
my language.
dare you.
Domination. all right.
He's gonna sack him like back in the day.
Right. I'm gonna go with some real fucking
Put some nutsack on that
right?
bitch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right? Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm burning
Yeah.
that shit real fucking Trojan horse style. You know what I mean? It's like,
How you
yeah.
like black nuts on your eyes?
I don't at all, thank you.
Okay, good then. You're real polite. Who else wants some?
I like that you're real polite. All right, fair enough. I won't put black nuts on your eyes.
You want my nuts in your eye? No, thank you. I'm good.
All right, fair enough. You're very amicable in your approach. Hey, motherfucker, what about you? Excuse me, stop yelling.
Look like
I'm
two
coming.
walnuts fighting in a knapsack. What's
I'm
up?
coming, bitch ass.
What are you gonna do in that scenario if you run into nothing polite white dudes who are like, "Excuse
You do what you
me,
do, bro.
what?
You
I'm
get
sorry."
real neutered in that instance, man. It's like, I'm sorry. I really would not care for that. Okay, fine, motherfucker. Good.
No, thank you.
I have to say,
No,
that's
thank
the
you.
most polite angry black man who's ever threatened me.
Hey, honky bitch. Thank you for being nice and considerate. Hope you enjoy the date night with your wife.
That's a fantastic dress you have on.
Give me your wallet, but I need it. All right.
Man.
I got
Have a nice day then.
Can you at least leave me $2 to feed the meter?
Get out of the Lexus, motherfucker. I have to take my kids to prep school in the morning. Okay, fair enough.
You got anybody who can give me a ride somewhere?
This is the polite angry black man.
Wait, this is the polite angry criminal. That's what I was going with.
Yeah, polite angry criminal.
Are you saying that all black men are criminal?
Nope,
I think
just
you just
saying
did.
that his character was a criminal.
I think
That's
you
all.
did. I
Hey!
think you just said that.
Give me your purse, bitch. I'm on my way to a benefit to donate to homelessness. Okay, good then. My uncle's homeless. Please give an extra 50 for him.
Shalom.
Hey, you with the umbrella.
But it's raining. You're right. I'm wet too.
I picked the wrong day to fucking commit a crime. Goddamn.
Can we share that umbrella?
No, actually, this,
Mind if we get up in there?
my dead grandfather gave it to me. Fuck, this is terrible.
Oh man, my neighbors walking past his apartment, I'd be like this.
Oh my God, there's like 6
This
robberies happening.
is the
in that
most
apartment.
polite mugging I've ever heard in my life going on in
There's
that
one
room.
very polite but very angry black man in there.
You know, it'd be great if we redid the fucking Batman origin story with like the polite criminal. Like, hey, Mr. Wayne, coming out the opera. Give me your fucking wallet. No, actually, I'm very integral here to the Philanthropic Society. Okay, good. I hope your son has a good life where he doesn't become neurotic and fights crime all day.
By the way, love your wife's necklace. Here's a rose. I don't know.
I'm sure your son will grow up with no psychological problems whatsoever.
Bruce Wayne, you're a good kid.
Stay in college.
I wish someone had gave me a ticket to the opera.
He grows up to be Hat Man. Just wears a yellow suit, handing out hats to people, brightening their day.
He's a very philanthropic
When I
young
was a
man.
kid, I came out of the opera and someone complimented my father. So now I hand out hats to Gotham. I might not be the nice guy Gotham needs, but I'm the one they deserve right now.
I'm the hat man they deserve.
I got a lot of hats, do you understand? To know my friends, I have to sort of become somebody who would like hats.
The
And
fucking-
hats don't really fit me. I'm not a guy. I'm not a hat guy.
That's why I give him out.
Yeah, it's sort of upsetting. I buy all these hats because I have this money, but I can't wear them.
My father died.
If we go by the new Batman series, the monorail in Gotham would still be running.
No, God, if we did
You know?
if Chris Nolan tried to do Batman based on our saga, that would just be like Pleasantville.
I know, right?
Shit would be so fucking happy, dude. It would be great.
Monorail would still be up. Gotham General would still be
Hey,
standing.
Bane! Knock that shit off!
Right? I am Gotham's reckoning. We just built this dog park, motherfucker. Okay, it's real nice.
The Joker would be making balloon animals at kids' parties.
You make a good point, Mr. Wayne. I'm just gonna go now. I've had a rough life of being in a prison. I guess it turned me into a bit of a freak, but you know, let's rebuild the city together.
That's because you didn't read enough in prison. I got rid of prison rape.
You make a fair point.
Liam Neeson would still be in Ireland, just chilling instead of Southeast Asia or
Right,
in
yeah.
the Himalayas somewhere. God knows.
When
where.
all of Gotham is ashes, I'll be apologizing because I told them to set fire to it, but now I have to undo that directive. So,
asthma won't be so bad.
I can't do nothing about that. I'm trying to make a new inhaler for your bitch ass.
Yeah, does it seem like Bane was just the kid with asthma in elementary school who just got made fun of and like the shit kicked out of him all the time?
You just got real deep in roid
So he
rage.
so like when he was in
Wait,
college.
wait.
he
Raise your hand
volun-
if you already got tickets for Friday.
Oh fuck you! We talked about this earlier.
I tried to tell both of you motherfuckers a month and a half ago, the night they went
that's-
on sale, I said, here, go get your tickets at the ArcLight.
You know what? That's
Let's make
okay.
a crew.
Mitch,
and everybody
Mitch,
laughed at me.
I'm gonna go.
Who's going to
go
be
to a
laughing
theater.
on Friday?
I'm gonna go to a theater.
Sitting in the ArcLight Dome on opening night, watching me some Dark Knight Rising.
I'm gonna go to a theater that's not the ArcLight in the middle of fucking Hollywood. That's 2 blocks from my apartment.
There
that
you
I
go.
can walk to. I can have a few beers before I get to the movie. And
ArcLight's a
Walk my
drinking
ass
theater,
back.
though. See,
Oh.
ArcLight's
Oh.
Wait, no,
Trump
no,
card.
no, it's not. I've
Trump
never
card.
gotten a drink at
That's
the
'cause
ArcLight.
you
there's a
sound-
bar at the
you sound
ArcLight
poor.
inside the ArcLight.
But you can't get them like in the theater.
You can get a drink and bring it in the movie theater.
Why the fuck?
In
dude?
fact,
what?
here's
Why do I not know about this?
Hold on. Here's either
What
the
the
best.
fuck?
Here's either the best or worst idea ever that they do when a big kids movie's coming out, like a Shrek or a Pixar film. They do these screenings kind of late, like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night, and they're like, bring your kids, and you can watch a movie with them if you want, or you can sit them down and fucking hang out at the bar and drink, or you could just drink in the seats, and like you're getting drunk while they're watching a good movie.
That's a great.
Yeah, that
business
fucking ogre's
plan.
hilarious.
Like I don't know if that's like a good idea. It's like, hey, you can enjoy the movie too,
Get
or you're
drunk
just
and then
encouraging
drive your kids
alcoholic
That
parents.
sounds like a debacle waiting to happen.
Yeah.
I'm saying
in
like
all
alcoholic
honesty.
parents being like, all right, fine, we'll go to the fucking movie.
Hey, come on! Whose parents did not drive them drunk home one night at some point?
My parents weren't really drinkers. My mom drank like every night a glass of
Whose
wine.
parents didn't
Like
take them to see
A
Gremlins and
French
then get
person,
hammered?
whatever.
I know, right?
But I've never seen my father so much as have a beer.
Really?
So, yeah, his thing was
Dude.
gambling and hating black people. That's like I just have to
Wow.
do that for Teddy's sake.
So you're doing this because you hate your father? Is that what you're saying? That's what this podcast
Teddy, we got to be
is all
friends.
about?
Why? Because I'm angry at my father.
I'm in.
Let's do this.
Don't say nothing else.
Say no more.
No, dude.
You had me at.
You're.
You hate your father.
Come on. Let's say what's your best like my parents driving home drunk with me in the car story?
I didn't really have one of those necessarily, but I do remember as a kid, and this is like I was very young actually. My dad, I remember my dad. We were driving somewhere one time at night, and he had me take the wheel. In the
Were you in the back
I was
seat?
in the passenger seat actually. And, you know, I'm like maybe.
Let me open this beer.
I'm between like 8 and 10 years old. I wish it was a beer.
I need your help, son.
He made himself a gin and juice in the back seat with some Bombay gin and some orange juice.
He made the juice in the
He
back
made the
seat.
drink, like he like turned from the front seat and like poured it up in the back, and I'm just like holding, and it's like a fucking like old school 1980s Mercedes
and shit, yeah.
You know what I mean, like those real cool bitches and like the nice leather seats. I was
Drives
supposed to
like
get
a
that
boat,
bitch
yeah.
when I was old enough or whatever. And I remember like I didn't really know the depth of the wrongness at the time,
That's
but I
fucking
remember
awesome.
like holding the wheel, just being like, "This is really not a good thing right now." But I,
can't even
was
see
like, but I
the
was like,
road.
yeah, but I was like, and I kept trying to look at the back seat, but I'm trying to look forward because I'm fucking, driving a car. And then finally he was like, "Okay, good, I got it again." And then he just like put a gin and juice right there in the cup holder, and I'm just like cruising with my dad at night, and he just taking a little sip every now and then, and I was like, "Okay, all right, this is my pops. Okay, this is my dad.
That's awesome.
Okay, there it is." So that was that would have been
That beats a drunk story any day. That's fucking awesome. I'm jealous. That's awesome.
That's outstanding. Your dad's got some skills, man. Shit.
And some trust, because
Yeah.
there's no way. Look, I got nieces, and I wouldn't say taught them how to drive, but I've done the thing where it's like, all right, sit in the lap, you take the wheel, and I'll control the pedals. And the whole time I'm just sitting there like, okay, I'm not going over 3 miles an hour around this cul-de-sac.
He was still driving. His feet was on the fucking. I mean, that's the pedal. Like all I had was the wheel. You know what I mean, all I had was the wheel and like the dad. Look out! That's all. That's all I got.
I couldn't trust to go out over like 3-4 miles an hour in a private neighborhood with my nieces at the wheel. Like he's just like, I'll just turn my head. We're on a main road.
Right.
Just have a ball.
Yeah.
We're only going 50.
Yeah, I mean, I can remember that. I like if I went back to Houston with a camera crew, I could like show you the fucking street and the red light where that shit happened. You know what I mean? Like that shit is fucking burned deep in the psyche.
My
B.
dad mixed a great drink right on that corner.
See, right here is when he turned away from the street to mix the gin and juice in the back seat, and the fear of God overtook me as I clung to the steering wheel. You understand? Fucking.
What's your drunk story, Tom?
My drunk story. Wait, are you talking about
parent-
mine or like my parents driving?
Your parents, because that's what you were suggesting that everybody had one, and neither of us
Hey,
did.
this is your wheelhouse, bro.
The great thing is my mom is texting me through this whole
Don't tell that story.
Shout out to Mommy Young. We
No,
telling
no.
it.
You're going to make your father sound like an alcoholic.
Mom, in all fairness, it was never never confirmed by any of the children, but my dad, like, we'd all go out to family or like out to dinner. I'm one of 6 kids, so my parents had the big ass like Ford club wagon van, you know,
the Vista
and
Cruiser.
then like later they got into the SUV thing and all that bullshit,
van.
and like so they'd pile all of us into the van. We'd go out to dinner at like Macaroni Grill or whatever that shit.
Yeah, Macaroni Grill.
You know those
Hold
big.
on. I'm almost done with
like,
this beer.
Oh, good for you.
Riffopolis, he did it.
Good for you.
He did it. They said it couldn't be done, but
Who
your
did
man Mitch, everybody.
I feel like I'm contributing to you being
That's
a real
what they
man.
say when I'm not in the room. He's not going to do it. No, I'm telling you. No, he's not going to do it. Trust my man Mitch. He can finish a beer. Let it be said.
Let it be said
All
throughout
right, I'm sorry.
the
I didn't mean to shit on your story there, Tom.
So anyway, you know, they pile all 6 kids into the van. We go to Macaroni Grill or wherever the Applebee's, wherever the fuck we're going on any given night.
Right.
And my dad had this thing he would do. Like, well, first off, we get to dinner and my dad is very like particular about what he drinks. He's only drinking one of like 4 things. It's either a Budweiser, a Chardonnay, a Diet Coke, or a glass of water. That's all my dad's doing.
Okay.
And so, like, we'll get to the restaurant, and he'll have all 4 of those things lined up next to his plate when we get the drink order. And so he'll sit there, he'll have his glass of Chardonnay, he'll have a Budweiser, he'll be drinking his Diet Coke as he eats his meal, he'll have a glass of water, whatever. And we're all driving home at the end of the night. And we're all like, he always did this thing when when you're a little kid, you think it's hilarious, and you're like, my dad's in total control. Nothing could ever happen to me in this situation. And
True.
I'm waiting for the angry text from my mom to not tell this story.
Nope, let it roll, baby.
Via the internet.
I'm taking the phone away. Taking the phone away, son.
But,
you got 20 minutes left with a boy. You ain't got no phone no more.
Got more than that,
We'll like basically
All right,
we'll be getting off the highway into like
30
our
minutes.
town, you know, from like wherever we were, and we'll be pulling off the highway, pulling into our neighborhood, and me and all my brothers and sisters, as we're little kids, all the start, we'll all like it was our thing to start being like, Dad, do silly driving. We're on a road with
Poor choice, bro. Poor
right,
decision.
right. We're on a road with double yellow lines. You know, like you don't pass who's
You
in
don't
front
fuck
of
with
you.
double yellow,
You
dude.
don't change lanes, whatever. And my dad's like swerving around. Like he only did that a couple of times, but it was always silly driving. Like we'd yell for as soon as we pulled onto our street where we'd be pulling into our. And so our dad would like swerve like he's gonna run up the curb and into the house like that fucking video we watched earlier, and then he'd swerve back into the street and he'd pull into the driveway all safe, and then he'd like slam on the brakes so we'd all go flying forward because like we're in the back of a club wagon, probably don't have seatbelts on or any shit. And we'd all slam forward and we'd all be like, yeah, silly driving. And now I realize it as like an adult when I go out to places, like if I go out to dinner or I'm out at a bar or whatever, it's like, oh yeah, I've had like 6 beers. I can drive home. Whatever. Right. And then you're like, oh shit, this is what my dad's frame of mind was with like all 6 kids in the back seat. And we're all like silly driving. And my mom's probably like, don't, like, just like grabbing his arm, like, stop it. And he's like, we'll be fine.
Amazing.
Slam the brakes into the driveway.
I'm amazed your mother let that happen as many times as she did.
You can give him his phone back. It's cool.
Let me get all the angry texts now.
How you gonna let all the kids be in danger like that, Mama Young? How you gonna sell out the whole clan?
To be fair, in your father's
my
defense,
dad was a
in your father's defense,
driver.
my mom. My mom used to do that too. She wasn't drunk, but we would say like, "Yeah, do the thing where you swerve," and it was fun.
Dangerously through an intersection.
Yeah, because you get those G-forces. It was just fun. It's just having
you're a
fun.
little kid. You have no idea of like.
Yeah, but like it's interesting because as an adult, I've done that like as a joke with friends of mine and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the moment I do it, I'm like, "Oh God, if there's a cop around, it's gonna look like I'm fucking shit-faced." Right. And I can be like, "No, I was just having some fun by driving like you were drunk." Yeah, it's fun. It's like your parents didn't do that for you, like. So I guess really I don't know, were they more lax? There was no mad back then.
That's like when you get pulled over, if like you're with like in college or whatever, and you're like with your friends and you get pulled over and somebody's like, "Oh hey, I got a bag of weed on me," and you're like, "Oh fuck, dude, come on, like why didn't you tell me that shit before we got into this mess?"
You know what? I don't hate cops, but I hate being pulled over when I'm with people who hate cops. Because, especially if I don't know, but if I know, I will turn to them and go, listen, you need to shut the fuck up. All right? Just say nothing. I know you hate cops.
Yeah.
This is not the time to challenge authority.
Oh, no, dude.
It's a routine traffic stop. Let me deal with the ticket. It's like, I wasn't going too fast. I'll get us out of this in 3 minutes unless you fucking get all up in the face about shit. And I've had it happen like 2 or 3 times, usually fucking hippies in the first year of college or whatever the hell have you. They're like, listen, I took fucking legal bullshit 101 and I know something because some old lawyer came in.
No, you don't. We're in the South, and these cops will do whatever the fuck they want.
That's right, son.
No, dude, I
went
went to college in North Carolina, which isn't like the hardcore, like, we're going to take you in the backwoods and, like, fuck you in the ass South. Like, but it's still like.
I didn't know there was such a place.
You got
a map than I've seen.
You've clearly never seen Deliverance. Anyway, but no, it's still, you got your redneck Southern cops, and I'll never forget, I was scared shitless this one night. It was a few nights with the cops in North Carolina and in Winston-Salem, but I'm coming home from a bar. It's like a Thursday night, which was like the bar night for some reason.
Thursday.
For our school. And I was the
college kids.
I was the
wasted Wednesday.
Hey, I was the driver this night though. I was the driver, so I was like, I'm gonna go to the bar. I'll have like 2 beers. I'll be cool. Like, I'm over 21. All my friends are over 21. I'm gonna have 2 beers over the course of like 3 hours at the bar, and I'll be like fine to drive home. And my buddy who rode with me, he's ordering like pitcher after pitcher, like we're all playing pool, whatever. He's shit faced, and we leave the bar and we're driving and we're going, I'm going I was doing like 10 miles over the speed limit. I was doing like 55 and a 45. Redneck cop pulls me over. And
Sir.
Exactly. No, that was it. Crew cut and everything. And I'm sitting there
station, please.
And my pal, I'm not gonna name names or anything, but my buddy was just like, yo, dude. And I was like, what? As the cop's like walking up to our car, he's like, pulls open his like jacket to show he's got like 6 joints in his pocket. And I'm just like, dude, what the fuck? Like, why didn't you tell me that shit as soon as we saw like the lights? Why didn't you tell me that before we got in the car? Because I'd be like, okay, I'm not going a mile over the speed limit. Like, I'm not getting pulled over. Fortunately, he was shit-faced, and that's how we got out of it. Because the cop was like, pulls me out of the car, breathalyzes me. I don't blow over the legal limit, and he's like, "What's wrong with your friend?" Like they were gonna pull him out and search him or some shit. And I'm like, "Sir, he's really drunk. I was the DD. If you try to move him, he's probably gonna throw up." And the cop was like, "Well, we're gonna leave him alone then." Nice. But the cop, here's the fucked up thing, because I admitted to having 2 beers. And not like I'm over 200 fucking pounds. Like 2 beers is not gonna do shit to me.
Sure, yeah.
Like I said, I had 2 beers, and the cop was like, "Well, you reek of alcohol. I'm not gonna let you drive. Leave your car here in this parking lot off the highway, and you gotta call a friend to come pick you up." And I was like, I blew under the legal limit. What are you talking about?
Right.
And I was like, but like, you're not going to argue. You try to argue with a Southern cop, your ass is getting run in.
The fact that you could even think to say that sentence, there's a difference between you and I in this side of the table. You
No, it's true.
I watch them motherfuckers. I drive backwards. Like they've driving against traffic and pulled into the fucking forest and the trees down in like Alabama. I've just seen them just pulling. That's the South. They're so fucking dirty down there, man. It's not. It's a totally
here's the thing too. The cops love to fuck with me in that
hide in
town.
the fucking bayous.
Here, this is gonna be weird. When I was in college, I was the kid from like up north. I had hair like down below my shoulders and shit.
You sound like a werewolf.
Hey, maybe.
You sound Armenian.
It's not that time of the month. You guys are safe. There's no danger of me changing right now.
No Teen Wolf action.
Yeah, right. All of a sudden, I'm fantastic at basketball.
You sound black.
Hey, I think that's what. I think Teen Wolf was just a metaphor for a nerdy high school kid who wanted to be the cool black guy.
That's fair.
That's a fair point.
Because he fucks a hot white chick.
Okay, well,
Plays basketball.
Now you're making a lot of presumptions, sir.
Listen, we all fuck hot white chicks, okay?
Maybe Michael J. Fox just wanted to be a werewolf and have sex with someone who
The
felt
funny,
him
the
as a
funny
human
thing
being.
is though, because
And he's good at basketball, which is, let's be fair,
so you turned this-
stereotypically a
you-
black
and
thing.
As a fan of Michael J. Fox in Spin City, I will not sit here and allow you to defend or defame the good name of Deputy Mayor Mike Lafferty.
Usually when people talk about Teen Wolf, I get into a lengthy penis discussion. I won't do that tonight.
It's a movie about puberty. That's all it is. It's a great movie though.
Yeah,
I love
I
that movie.
guess it sort of is.
Mitch,
What's up?
let Tom go by. I can see you mulling the thesis over in your eyes.
No, like, okay, yeah, I get it.
He's just like, I still don't have any body hair. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, no. I can remember actually as a weird sort of aside, like I didn't get like underarm hair until I was probably a sophomore in high school or something like that. And I remember a girl in like I think it was like 6th grade class of all things, would tease me about not having underarm hair, which I thought was whatever.
Woman, you know,
and then I remember
clearly liked you.
Well, she was a fucking God. I hated that cunt.
He's like,
don't tease someone for not having.
She was a cunt because she didn't have breasts yet either.
No,
so.
actually she did. That's why she was a cunt, because she was like, I own.
Oh, she was one of
She
those.
clearly liked.
She was like, let's make fun of the fact that Mitch doesn't have underarm hair. It's like I can just sit there and will my body into it.
Was she the
totally liked you?
Was she the girl?
I'm telling you a follow-up story. All right,
Okay, here we
listen.
go.
Was she the popular girl though that was like giving hand jobs when she was 12?
Look, I don't know. I
I'm just
didn't.
curious.
Nobody was given hand jobs when I was 12 that
Just
they told
not-
me
just
about.
not to you.
No, certainly not to me. Definitely not to me.
I don't know that world.
All I'm saying is, I don't know where this even came from, but there was a period from about like 8th grade until like junior year. My voice would go from deeper than it is right now to like Mickey Mouse, hey, what's going? Like over the course of a day, you could just pick a time, and it would be like I'd either sound 40 or 11.
Hey, baby, baba, how you doing?
Yeah, exactly. It was fucking, and it was for like 4 years. It was like so fucked up. And I can remember this particular cunty broad. Like I ran into her later in a different high school, I think it was even, and I remember her saying to somebody else in front of me as a sort of, "Hey, remember when you?" But like for the benefit of some girl, he's like, "Do you remember when I used to make fun of you because you hadn't grown underarm hair, and then you shaved your dog and you super glued hair under your arms?" And I was like, "Okay, that never happened." So like, but how do you defend that? How do you go like, no, that's not at all what happened? Because then somebody's gonna be like, well, what's the real story? And I'm like, I'm just going, did somebody do that? Because I don't remember anybody in our class.
Well, it's
6th
like-
grade, you have a class.
In
you know
high
what I mean?
school, you
High
get
school,
angry
don't.
about something that instantly makes it true.
Well, no, it's not.
You know what I
I'm not.
mean?
Well, I mean, there's also that. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm saying like, in 6th grade, you have a class throughout the day. Like in elementary school, you in that class, you go through the whole. You're a class. But in high school, a class is like 1 hour. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
so if somebody in my 6th grade class had done that, I would have remembered it. So
Exactly.
it seemed very strange to me that this was even. So I'm just sitting there going like, who did somebody? Like I didn't have a dog when I was in 6th grade for one, but like, and I'm just sitting there going like, is she just making this up out of nowhere, or is she confused me with somebody? It was just a weird thing, and I was just like, I don't have any response. So I think I just said, yeah, that never happened, and walked away. I think that's all it, because I was just sitting there going like, what the fuck? So yeah, no, she was just a cunt. That's all. That's. But I'm saying I was also teased for not having, and I didn't grow facial hair until I was like 23.
But you know,
that's why I still have this goatee. It's like this is like this is a hard fought.
Yeah.
This is a hard fought goatee. I'm hanging on to this.
Same mustache with the same mustache.
This is the last.
It's like Teddy doesn't shave
I fought
up.
my Native American heritage for this mustache. You understand?
Yeah,
That's
he's got
like
shout out Cherokee people.
Teddy gets a little hair on his upper lip. He's like, this shit ain't going nowhere.
Ain't nowhere.
It might not come back.
The Hoover Dam in my face.
Yeah. You can put that on the board.
Nothing. It's the
Dam
Hoover
of
Dam
my
of your
face.
face that's standing strong to let anything stop anything from gushing all over your face.
Exactly. Yes. You get it.
The amount of times I'd try to nut on Teddy's lip and it just won't happen. That damn stash gets in the way. See, that's what I do.
He's holding out
while
from
he's,
being
while
sacked.
he's trying to write.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
I am amazed, by the way. Like, if you listen back, Straight Riffin fans out there in Riffopolis, and Tom yourself as well, if you listen back to like the last 15 or so episodes, about once an episode, I will intentionally say something like extremely perverted, and Teddy will do this. Okay, well, and it's my favorite utterance that he does, where he's like, okay,
It's become
yeah,
it's
well,
become a
you know.
segment on the show now.
I told him that I don't think he realized he did that until after the last show where we were talking privately and I had mentioned something and he goes, okay, well, and I was like, I love it when I can, and somehow this whole episode, I've tried a few different routes and nothing's, maybe
I built up my subconscious immune system to
the forces are stronger than your stronghold.
You just shout it out the fans. I want to shout out to my man David James on the Twitter sphere. He's been holding down straight riffing for a hot minute. Shout out to David James.
Shout out. Okay, so we have about 18 minutes left. I did find a site talking roughly about the thing we mentioned earlier called howjaysay.com, where it'll tell you how to say a word. I'm going to find out, by the by, how to say strength, just to see if it works.
Strength or strength?
Oh, God damn it! Some bullshit. It's not or strength nothing.
Hold up a second.
That is not. There's no or strength
on replay right now.
That is not allowed.
On replay right. Oh my god.
That is not allowed.
Oh my god, it's the funniest.
I can't believe I fucking pulled this up to make. I should have researched the joke ahead of time. Oh my god!
Good.
Like I pulled this up for that purpose, and I didn't even try it. I didn't even try it.
That was brilliant.
Oh,
Mitch, you have got to pull out the sample of you going, "Oh god damn it!" Just based on that. That is too good. Riffopolis, we did it, baby. We done pulled the okie doke on Mitch. We done pulled it on him. We done got the ultimate okie doke on him. How you run it?
Of a
bitch. We did it. That old British dude came on and just blew up your spot, son.
And British, no less. I'll do it again just for you. That was your favorite thing you've ever heard in your life.
Oh my God, Mitch, I'm so fucking jubilant right now. Give it to me.
Strength or strength?
In your face, Mitch. We got you with the okie doke. Oh my God, that was so good.
So
good.
That's what it feels like to be okie doke. Now I know.
Riffopolis,
now I know.
You just saw real-time okie doke, Riffopolis. You just heard a real-time okie doke. Oh,
that's what happens when the white man gets an okie doke.
Oh my God. Oh, Mitch, that was the best reaction I think you've ever had on this show to anything. That was hands down. It's a perfect time for Tom to leave. Just you and me, baby. Just you and me.
I can't believe they sold me out on how Jay said.
Across the table.
I can't tell if it speaks to how.
Oh, we got him.
I can't tell if it speaks to how thorough the website is in here's a few other ways to say the same word, or if I now don't trust it.
You can't. I don't know what
I don't trust.
Maybe it's the ultimate okie doke, bro. You can't trust it, son. You can't trust it, son.
Tom, you missed
So I just missed something.
Okay,
epic.
here's what happened. I was trying. There's a site called howjaysay.com, and I was just gonna be like,
you explain how Jay.
Because a lot of times Teddy and I on this show will say words differently and go, is that how? And then we'll have this discussion about how to say a word.
Okay.
And the guest is often like, I don't know. I've never heard that word before, or something like this. Or they just don't have an opinion. It seems that Teddy and I will get into discussions.
Or they're just like, I'm not going to inject into this awkward scenario.
Yeah, but it's not. We don't get into arguments about how to. The only one we've ever gotten into an argument about was strength. And so I went on howjaysay.com to just talk about the website. It's interesting.
What is How Jay Say? Explain that.
It explains you how to say words. So I thought I'd bring it up, and I'd be like, what a funny thing I could finally prove to Teddy that, in fact, you say strength with a G sound, and this happened to me.
Strength or strength?
Boom! Boom! What is the option number 2? Give me the door. Dick Clark, holla at your boy American Band saying coming in this bitch.
See, what Mitch just learned is that language evolves with usage.
What I just learned is black people got something to say. Respect us. Frederick Douglass, Nat X, Turner.
Mitch,
hold on.
Mitch, do you have any
hold on. If he says
do you have any questions to ask?
Tom, this is big. Tom, this is big. This is big. This is
if he says ask or axe,
oh my God.
If he says axe, I'm gonna be pissed.
Let's find out.
Ask.
Damn! You got one, Mitch. You done got one. You done got one, Mitch. You done got one.
That's one for the whiteys, right?
You got to call your way back, son, because you got a big deficit after the last one.
Wait, let's find out if you pronounce it renege or renege. Remember we had that discussion?
Oh, no.
We had that discussion
This
before.
is going to be bad.
Oh, they only have renew.
Oh, that's a good way to play the safe card on how Jay say. He clearly run by some very, very sensitive individuals.
Sensitive.
Individuals.
What's a word? Oh, there was another word that we always had. Riffopolis. Shout out your.
I don't think that's a real word.
Sensitive or
No,
Riffopolis?
Riffopolis.
Oh no, that's what we call the fans. He was talking to them, not
Okay.
not telling
That's
me.
where
to
your
put it
mom.
in.
Your mama's hanging out in Riffopolis right now. You understand?
Fact.
Riffin.
The Maryland
You ain't
section
got
of
riffin'.
Riffopolis. Tiffin.
Tiffin.
This is a pretty good
What is
segment.
this? Teetsy? How would you pronounce that?
Tiadsy.
Tiadsy? I'm thinking Teetsy.
Teetsy probably.
Let's find out.
Tietze. German.
Oh well.
Yeah, fucking
It
Germans.
it has that, the German Tietze, but it doesn't have tits. That's what I find fantastic.
Well, I don't know if that's
Well,
true.
you know, we're
Let's
not in
find
that
out.
section yet.
Let's see.
Well, a tit is an animal, so why wouldn't
Would
it?
you?
Tits.
You are so fucking juvenile.
Yeah, well, maybe.
No, I'm juvenile.
Boobies.
This is all falling apart right now. The end. The home stretch is falling apart, ladies and gentlemen.
What are you kidding?
Boobs.
You can't pretend that's not funny.
Teddy's like, you're so goddamn juvenile. And me and Mitch are just like, yeah, what of it?
I like how
Boobs.
Mitch like, what up there? He's like, you think that's juvenile? I'll show you juvenile.
Oh man, that's fucking awesome.
He all of a sudden got into a game of
And
one-ups.
here's the hat trick,
Balls.
ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that was deep.
Balls.
I don't think you're allowed to go balls.
You're not going to... Balls.
That was. Would you wait? You said that was deep. Would you say that's balls deep?
Why don't you go balls up? Or ball sack. Can we just hear him say ball sack?
Nuts. Also nomenclature of territorial units for statistics.
What? You can't just put an extra nonsensical...
Ballsack.
This is the most
This
immature
is where we've
segment of
gone.
Straight
This is
Riffin'
where
at
we've
all.
gone.
Ballsy.
This is the most... oh, my God.
Ballymena?
See, Teddy.
Ballymena.
Ballymena. Also Ballymena.
Teddy,
All right,
you just
well,
gotta
fair
embrace this shit, man.
Anyway, now if we ever have a question about how to say something, howjsay.com. That's
We've
that's
got
where
a
we're
site.
at.
That's good. That's good.
We got just enough time for a Google feud, if you'd like.
What's
Bring it back. Bring it back.
Oh, it's been a while, baby.
What's the feud?
All right, Google Feud. If you'll remember Family Feud, wherein they would say they would give
Survey
you a
says.
partial sentence or something like that, and it would
Yeah.
be and you'd sort of crowdsource for the answer.
Oh, there's a pen.
In the new digital age, is there no pens over there? I can get you some pens.
You got to flip through and you can check out
Okay.
some examples.
So,
gotta
in the
find
new
the clean
digital
page?
age, in
Well,
lieu
you
of
should look at some of the
crowdsourcing on
examples.
the street, we crowdsource Google.
Get an
So, for
idea.
instance, on Google, when you start to type in a sentence, it will finish your sentence for you. So, we come up with 2 to 3 words as a partial sentence, and then try to guess out of the 10 suggestions which 3 might be on there. So, you get points. The higher up they are.
So we have to try and predict what Google is gonna say you're looking up.
Precisely.
In a sort of sense, I'll give you an example.
Like why Australians are racist or some shit like that.
Well, no, that's a full sentence. I'll give you. Here's the example I always use: is why is my girlfriend? See, so the partial sentence would be why is my girlfriend? But you might not guess the 10 suggestions that come up. So you'd come up with those 3 of those 10.
10 of
Just
three.
3.
Three of our own.
Yeah, 3.
Okay.
Not of your own, but you try to guess out of those 10, which
It's
3 of them.
an
If it's
educated
funny, If
guess.
it's a funny one.
And yeah, if it's funny, you get 2 points. If it's on there, you get the amount of points based on how far down it is. The last one is 10.
All right, let me set up the scoreboard.
All right.
Give me a
Please.
second.
So wait, how is the scoring? By how many of them we actually get right?
Mitch, explain it.
Yeah. No. Okay, let's say, for instance, for this one, why is my girlfriend? If on your list of three guesses, acting weird, you'd get 10 points for that. But if your guess was unhappy, you'd get 1 point. You see?
Oh, so it's the further down
Yeah.
the list it is, the more points we get. For
Yeah.
it. Okay.
So it's sort
I
of
gotcha.
obscure,
I got
which is why it encourages people to be sort of funny. And if we actually laugh, then you get 2 points. I don't think you need 4 columns.
Fuck you, Mitch.
Oh, actually, I guess you do for
Yeah,
No,
I
no,
do.
you don't. No, you
Damn
don't.
it, Mitch.
You need 4 rows,
Damn it.
not 4 columns.
Damn it.
because you need one for totals.
Right. Fuck.
It's all right. Charts are hard, man.
I don't fucking.
Tables is rough, y'all.
I can't be doing these impromptu tables and shit, B. I'm not some sort of human Excel machine.
Fair enough. I understand. Making a spreadsheet by hand, it's
tough shit, dude.
That's how VisiCalc became, well, not millionaires because their idea was taken by Microsoft. But, you know.
He's doing it without a ruler, too.
Yeah, that's fair.
Those lines aren't straight.
Shut up.
Listen, let the man have his day in court
I'm
here.
not ripping on you. It's a tough
You
job.
just said my lines aren't straight.
What? Oh, I see. RT. Okay, that's fair. You can do that. All right.
Right?
That's
Is that
good.
it?
We're
Is that
good.
right? Is that good?
So, Tom, if you want to come up with the first one, you can. Otherwise, I can, or Teddy can.
Let's see. I think I just got a suggestion via text. Was what color should my?
Oh, that might be too long. Let's find out. Hold on.
Let's do it. Let's try it.
What color should my? I think we're good. I think we're good.
Okay.
So we have to guess now.
Yeah, I'm going to put on the official theme song for Google Feud.
It's been a hot minute.
Acapella Rammstein.
What color should my?
What color should my? And you have until the end of this track. Oh, shit. 20 seconds.
Damn it. Got it. Nailed it. I'm done. I'm in the game to win it.
Down.
Bitches.
Hey,
Done.
stop.
Stop it.
Stop.
Stop it.
You got to stop writing.
You gotta stop writing.
Stop writing.
Stop. You've got
Stop
to say
writing.
stop.
You stop writing. All right.
Come faster, Tom.
Okay.
I've never heard anyone tell me that.
Oh, I got one better. Hold on.
Dubious.
You ready? You right here?
How quickly can you come?
There we go. I got that from Teddy once. Still my favorite drop. Okay.
Pretty quickly.
Here we go.
Tom, what were your three?
My three was what color should your urine be?
Wait. You said my or your?
What color
Or
should
my?
Okay.
My. I'm sorry.
Urine be.
What color should my urine be? What color should my car be?
Mm-hmm.
What color should my I don't know. A bruise be? I don't know.
That's fair. That's
Okay.
a good point. I also went with what color should my urine be? What color should my newborn look like? What color should my spouse be? My parents are racist.
Okay. Two of the three.
Going deep.
Same. What color should my urine be? That just. I don't know why we all went there.
Everyone
Literally,
very.
I was gonna say penis, but
Hey,
I thought, well, that might be a little.
I thought about that too,
if you've
so.
seen green piss like that, you're gonna get worried.
That's a
you
fair
know?
question. It's a fair question.
I should have gone feces because I should have known you guys were gonna go urine.
I thought about this as well too.
What color should my urine be? What color should my deck be painted? Deck be painted.
You live in an apartment.
I know, but if I had a deck and not a basement, what color would I paint it? My deck.
How would you paint your dungy ass basement?
Let's see what Google says.
Okay. And what color should my children of mixed race be?
Oh, okay. See, I see
So
where your
it's
head
very
was at.
similar what
I
you
see
said.
where
Yeah,
your head
yeah.
was at. Here we go.
All right, all right.
I'm the only one who was like, yeah, I'm hooking up with a white.
How
chick.
color?
No, you're
How
not.
color should my? What was it? What
Color
should my poop be? Urine be?
Number two.
2
It's 2
points.
points. 2
2
points.
All
points.
around. Dogs, gums be. Hair be. Hair be quiz. Gums be. Tongue be. Discharge be. Ooh, damn, that's a good one. Room be. Not deck.
Wait,
What color should I paint my deck?
one was
Color should my snot be?
discharge.
Discharge.
Let's talk about discharge.
Let's
for a
not.
minute.
Let's
We
not-
can avoid
let's do that. Let's do. Everyone gets a 2 across the board here, and I'm very surprised no one went with an ejaculation
Sorry, but
reference. That's good.
I think that might be the first time anybody's ever said, what color should discharge be? Let's talk about that.
Yeah, right. And then recorded.
that's a
Come on,
sentence you never
come on.
wanna hear.
Out of that list, that's like the standout. Like, what kind of discharge are they talking about?
I think everyone knows, Tom.
That's like
I think
wait,
we're
no.
all very fair. And
Let's not bury the lead here. people are more concerned about the color of their dog's gums than their own gums.
Or clearly more than their discharge. That's
or their
what's-
discharge, which, by the way, should always be black.
That just makes me think of like the part like in Aliens when they're like, oh, they're walking through like the hive of the aliens and they're like, oh, some sort of like secretion all over the walls, and then the one dude's like, secretion from what? Why the fuck are we here?
Wow.
Yeah, that's just me.
Tedrick.
I'm up on the clock now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What you got?
Here we go. This is mine. I want to say.
Oh, hey, don't go using old ones.
I'm not gonna use old. I'm looking. I had the one. I just lost it. Here we go. Okay.
By the way, Riffopolis, feel free to suggest partial sentences at home. We'll be free to use those as well.
Kids these days. Ooh. Let's see if we got it on there.
I think. Let me just check.
It should.
I'll
be.
bet you.
It should.
Kids.
Be. All the old people turn into the Googles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And here we go.
My pen has run out. My pen. Oh, it's back. Oh, I ran out again. I got one in my pocket.
Okay.
I need more time.
Do you, Ted? Do you?
Shut up,
really?
bitch. Go.
Okay. Probably shouldn't write "can suck my dick," but I'm going to. All right, I gotta put that down.
Nothing creepy about that.
Here we go.
I realized it as I was writing it, crossed out, then realized I didn't have time to rewrite it.
Okay, here we go.
Should have gone with it.
I'm up first, right?
Okay. Yeah. There you go, Ted.
Kids these days be tripping.
Oh, I was thinking that one.
Kids these days don't respect parents. Kids these days don't know about the hippity boppity.
Son of a bitch.
Well, I want to hear that Bill Cosby special after we wrap up the show here.
Kids these days and their Facebook and Tweeters.
Oh, good shit.
Kids these days are spoiled. Kids these days can suck my... And I didn't get to finish writing.
Yeah, very appropriate.
I think we all get it.
Yeah, I was going to say dick. I did say dick, and I had to cross it out because I thought, well, that's just vulgar.
It's vulgar.
I'm going to go with can suck my dick anyway, though.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
All right.
Tom?
I said kids these days have it easy.
Could have gone with can suck an egg. That's an old folks thing to say.
That
Kids
is an
these
old
days, you can
folks
go
thing
suck
to
an
say.
egg.
If that shit is on there, I'm going to be real
And they
pissed.
never walked uphill to school both ways in the snow either.
I miss
just
suck an
saying.
egg. Suck an egg.
I'm just saying.
For a thing you can say at that's not vulgar.
Bring it back.
It's got to be one of the more
Let's bring it
vulgar
back.
things to say.
Straight riffing. We're bringing it back
Go
right now.
suck an egg.
We bringing it back. Riffopolis, we're bringing it back. Go suck an egg. Go run, tell dad.
Go suck an egg. Anyway.
Also, how's that grab you? Is another vulgar, non-vulgar.
Or how
thing to
about
say.
try that on for size?
Yeah. Well, that could be nice. You never say like how's that grab you is very like fighting words.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't like if you're like at a,
How's that tickle your fancy?
if you're like at a Thanksgiving dinner
How about them apples?
and then somebody asks you something about your life and you say something that you know is going to offend them and you turn to them and you go, how's that grab you? And it's fighting words,
you're
right?
talking about like somebody who
Yeah.
came out of the
People are
closet
gonna
at
beat
Thanksgiving
each
dinner is like, how's that grab you?
Yeah,
Bit, yeah, basically.
How's that grab you? Not like your queer ass boyfriend does,
Yeah,
you
right.
goddamn commie or whatever.
Not like Julio in West Hollywood. Anyway, I said kids today have it easy.
Mhm.
Kids today have sex too young, which is kind of true. And kids today can't have a conversation, which is also true.
I wouldn't know. I don't have a lot of conversations with kids. Kids these days.
Well, you don't
Wiki.
hang
What,
around
is
the
that a
middle school.
band? It's a band. Fuck.
Fucking
Kids these days, hard
bad.
times. Kids these days, download. Oh, that's a worthless one. Well,
My bad,
So
guys.
did we
My bad,
all-
Riffopolis. My bad.
Did
I
we
didn't
all
know.
get shut out?
Yeah, we
that
did.
sucks, man.
It's my bad,
all
everybody.
right. I think I got a good one. My parents
That's
are.
my fault. I'm not up on my music. I've been off for a few months.
It's all right. Look, I didn't know either. It's just unfortunate.
Should have
that
known. I should have known that kids these days be ruining Google
some
Feud.
some kind of fucking Disney act ruined our game.
Can we
My
see?
parents are. How's that?
Ooh, that's solid, bro.
That's I'm going with. I'm not going to look it up because how could it not be?
Ooh.
That's an easy win over here. So if you guys want to start congratulating me now,
Okay.
I'll take it. Are you done? Everybody's done?
Oh no, let it run, Mitch.
I'm
want
done.
it.
For
14
better or for
seconds,
worse.
Okay, here we go. What
All
do you
right,
got, Mitch. Here you go.
My
What
parents are dead, divorced, gay. Bam! Top.
That's a tough one to top.
I know.
And Mom and Dad, forgive me for this. I just went for comedic value.
My parents aren't dead, divorced, or well, they are divorced.
I said
say it.
my parents are old, crazy alcoholics.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's
What you
not
got?
fact. That's joke.
No, I get it. I
Some of
get
those
it.
are
I
facts.
get it.
My parents are dead to me.
Ooh, son of a bitch!
Took it and ran with it. My parents are drug dealers.
No.
My parents are still supporting Joe Paterno.
So he went for what's probably
I'll
going to
give you-
actually show up on Google.
I had to get it.
I will give you 2 points.
I had to get it for
I
that
did
one.
not.
I had to get it for that
you know
one.
That's
what?
the old Google feud.
Teddy.
Okey doke.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure the whole Catholic Church is probably still supporting Joe Paterno.
Yeah, it's so
I
great.
think Teddy might win it with just that joke alone. My parents are dead. 1 point for me.
Oh.
Fighting,
Aliens.
broke, dead Yahoo. My parents are aliens.
No one says old.
Wait, hold
really?
on a second, Tom. Hold on a second.
My parents are first cousins.
That's a tough break. That should not be in the top 10, yo. That shit should not be in the top 10. Shout out to the Confederacy.
If it was like long lost cousins, like
Right?
kind of like
Right?
my parents are stupid. My parents are annoying. My parents are yelling at me.
My parents are yelling. Are you typing that while your parents are yelling at you?
My parents were Eleanor and Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Get off the goddamn Googles. All
Do
right.
your homework. My parents are yelling
So
at me.
it's,
If your grandparents were
Teddy
first,
wins with 4. I'm in second place with 2 or 3, and Tom, you got 2.
I just have to say,
and solid,
if your
sir.
parents were
Solid.
first cousins, one of them probably had polio as well. That's all I'm saying.
We did it.
Is that the fact?
Ruffopolis. I snuck in at the end.
FDR,
baby.
And if you're
man.
left-handed, you absorbed a womb or absorbed a twin.
Take
in
down
the
that
womb.
Joe Paterno statue, Vince.
That's the other thing I know.
Take it down.
That's
Do it for
it.
Google
You
Feud.
can look it up. It's a little science for you.
Mr. Tom Young.
Just saying, left-handers.
Is it, wait,
are the
oh
devil.
shit, is it back to me?
No, we're done. It was just play through 3 rounds.
Oh, we're only going
What do you want to
3
plug?
rounds?
What you got coming up?
Where can
Where
they
can people
find you?
find you?
On the web.
Oh, people can find me all over Hollywood and the Valley.
I don't mean like while you're drunk in an alleyway. I mean
Like
like
consistently.
professionally, like as a.
Oh,
as a
you're
comedian.
saying, do I
Like
have
professionally.
anything
You have a Twitter,
specific to plug
Facebook,
right now?
Yeah, yeah.
YouTube.
You got the twits?
Nothing
Tweets?
specific, but hit me up on Facebook. I'm on, even though my stage name is Tom Young, I'm under Facebook as Thomas Young. Hit me on there for any show dates.
Twitter?
I'm on Twitter, but I barely ever use it.
What's your name on Twitter?
Thomas Young. I can't remember what the rest of it is.
Must be that very
Twitter.
infrequent.
Twitter is like that sure thing you call at like midnight when you're getting ready to leave the bar. For me, I don't hit it up very often, but occasionally I do.
It's a good comedian's tool, writing one-liners.
Yeah.
Or trying to compress a really lengthy.
very good.
Concept into 140 characters is like a fun little exercise.
It's a very challenging exercise.
Art without limits is
I feel
masturbation or whatever.
any comic that is not regularly using Twitter in their arsenal is doing themselves a disservice. I feel like
That's probably
True
true
dat.
for me. That's
as
probably
a
true for
as
me.
as a participant in the spoken word, in the crafting of the written word. If you're not on Twitter, constantly honing your idea to a point that can be boiled down 150 characters or less, you are doing yourself a creative disservice.
That's the thing, though. Everybody's like, "Oh, get on Twitter so people can follow." Like,
No, it's not about them. It's not about the followers. It's not about the followers,
No,
bro.
no. What you're talking about honing an idea, though. I like to do
That's-
that in front of people.
Yeah.
No, but it's not about that because it's,
in a sense, what's interesting is
I did that shit last night at midnight. I went up at an open mic in the
right. But
in
here's
the
the
valley.
thing.
yeah, Mitch, yeah.
There are comedians. Rob Delaney comes to mind. who was like a completely unheard of older comedian. He's like 45, 46 years old. A completely unheard of. Now one of the biggest Twitter profiles in the world because all he does is just write funny shit. Now I'm not saying like go that way. I don't do that either. But it is interesting when you tweet something where you just have an idea and maybe you're drunk like I am when I tweet and you go, hey, if I can say this crazy thing. And people will favorite it and retweet it and you go, oh, that struck a nerve.
So you said you only tweet when you're drunk.
Well, not necessarily, but
but you
Focus
said
on
like
what's important to you,
when I'm drunk late at night I tweet. So it is like that sure thing.
No, it's not.
What sure thing?
It's not at all.
What are we talking about?
He's talking about the sure thing you called.
Teddy follows me on that.
Get it. But just know that he's wrong. Just know that he's wrong. When you listen to this episode again and you reach the end of this episode, you'll be like, yeah, Tom was really wrong.
No, I probably am. I'm wrong about a lot. Okay. I'm wrong about most things.
My point is that it's interesting if I tweet something and it's like, and it strikes, because it's weird. It's sort of like doing a new joke at a comedy club or an open mic or whatever, but it's one of those things where people can take as long as they want to get it. Like I've had tweets favorited a year after the fact.
Right.
And you're just like, whoa. And they'll retweet it at that time, and all of a sudden I got 10 more people like that joke, and I'm like, okay, you like it. I get it.
Well,
it's interesting.
I'll have to jump on that because according to our Google challenge, kids today love the Twitter.
They do indeed.
Yeah. They love their Facebook and tweeters. Teddy and I, on this Thursday, Burbank, Flappers, Comedy Con Carne. Almost the entire lineup are riffing guests.
Alumni, if you will.
Yes, I couldn't think of the right word.
Jose
Thank you.
Chavez.
Jose Chavez, Teddy Tutson, myself, Justin DuBois, Leo Sanders, Victoria Avalon. Am I forgetting anybody? And then there's another guy, Johnny Rock.
Johnny Roque.
Roque? It's not Rock.
Johnny Roque.
I would change it to Rock.
I like Johnny Roque.
Johnny Roque is a funny guy.
He's a funny fucking dude.
Comedy Con Carne, Flappers, Burbank, 10 p.m. Come
it's 10
on
p.m.
out.
I thought it was 8 p.m.
10 p.m. I'm pretty sure it is. Do
I'll
the
look that
damn
up.
thing.
Yeah.
Let's get it, Riffopolis.
You can also find Teddy in them screets.
Running them.
Which I'm going to find out if How Jay thinks that it shouldn't be announced that way after the show.
How
we're out of
Dog
time,
Poop Saved My
and
Life
fuck
is,
it.
I believe, the website you just pulled up right now.
I'll explain that later.
Thanks for listening to Straight Riffin'. You can catch all past and future episodes of Straight Riffin' on the official website riffin.net, riffin.net. Keep in mind, we do air live every Monday night from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific Time. That's 10 p.m. to midnight for you East Coasters. You can actually watch that right on Facebook, on our fan page, facebook.com/straightriffin. Like us, check out the Ustream page. You can even chat while we're doing the show. That's how we interact with the fans. We thank you so much for listening. Check out riffin.net. Buy my album. Buy Teddy's album. We'll catch you again next time. And riff the fuck on, bitches!